Oh, welcome back. Let's get to it. Big night for the Knicks. No Karl Anthony Towns. They got a lot of work to do. Appreciate you, Rudy. Appreciate you, Rudy. Thank you. Ricardo, thank you, y'all. Oh, we are back, and yes, I had to bring back a tried and true classic. The Frazier Blazer makes an appearance here tonight because the Knicks are playing the Philadelphia 76ers, but here's the thing. No Joel Embiid, no Karl Anthony Towns. This will be a battle of the bigs without any of the bigs. So, the Knicks have a big task at their hand here tonight. They've been struggling here in the month of January. They're 3-5 here in the month. Of course, losing to Detroit in the second night of a back-to-back, in which we ultimately paid the price by not only just losing the game, but also losing Karl Anthony Towns for the next game with the thumb sprain. They have a lot of work to do here tonight. They got a lot of leg room to stretch out because Paul George is in the lineup. Tyrese Maxey is in the lineup after being out. Last night. It would have been the second night of a back-to-back because Philly is a bunch of cowards. They don't like to play any of their guys, apparently, in back-to-back situations. So the Knicks are coming out against a fresh and rested Philadelphia 76ers team. Here's the deal. Knicks have been struggling this month, and boy, oh boy, do they need a win. Philadelphia has not been playing well, so boy, oh boy, they better not lose to Philly here tonight, or else I'm not going to be able to hold the floodgates of negativity that's going to go out. And because I'll get it. Now, look, thankfully, Mikal Bridges seemed to have found the range the other night against Detroit. Hopefully, he can carry it here against Philadelphia. We know he does not like Philadelphia after being traded on draft night, of course. Always tends to play well against Philly, so hopefully he continues that trend. Also, the Knicks had a day of rest on Tuesday. They're playing Philly tonight. They'll have a day of rest tomorrow. Then they got Minnesota, and then they got the whole weekend off. But 3-5 on the month, I would say, coming into this month, the worst I would want the Knicks to compete at, the worst I would want the Knicks to end up being at the end of the month record-wise is 10-5. We got 15 games this month. The Knicks are already at 5 losses. They have to run the gambit, go on a 7-game winning streak to end the month against some hefty competition here. Of course, Philly tonight, no Embiid, but they are going to end up playing Maxey and George here tonight. No Minnesota, no Atlanta. We got Minnesota, Atlanta, Brooklyn. Atlanta, Brooklyn are a back-to-back situation. Sacramento, Memphis, and Denver. Not going to be an easy schedule to pull this one out. But what do I always say? Start off on the right foot, get a victory, start a winning streak, and then keep it rolling from there. You can only focus on the game that's in front of you. We'll worry about the other games later on. Tonight, you got Philly. You got a big old task. It's an ESPN game. The Knicks tend to play well in national televised games. So please just come out and do your thing, Knicks. Because we need it. We need it more than I think they do right now, right? More specifically, I need it because I don't want to go through another night of negativity. Can't end up, you can't start stacking losses. You got to go the other way. You got to start stacking wins, right? Say this all the time. K Hazy, Big Rud, MBM, what's popping, everybody? Rudy Pooty, what's up, Rudy? Ricardo, Paul Dog NYC. My man Tony on the Twitch side. What's up, Tony? Kanyan Pepper, Big Taz, appreciate you. Karen, of course, Big Rud. Appreciate everybody. Like I said, this is an ESPN game, so best believe this is going to be the kind of game where like Tyrese Maxey and Paul George come out and try to show out. I'm expecting, of course, Jalen Brunson to do his thing. He always tends to play well against Philadelphia. Of course, he had the 4 straight 40-point games to close out the series last year in the playoffs. I'm expecting Mikal Bridges to play well. No Karl-Anthony Towns makes me nervous. Is Jericho Sims playing? I probably should have checked that. Because we're going to have Precious Achiuwa. And if no Jericho Sims, honestly, I don't want Jericho Sims ready to go because I want to see Ariel Hugporty out there. Daniel Berry Sports, Asher Cal was popping everybody. Ricardo Brothway, what's up, Ricardo? Got both Ricardos in the chat. Let's check right now. It shouldn't be a big deal if Jericho Sims is ready to go or not, but funny enough for me, it kind of is. I'm ready to see some Ariel Hugporty out there. You guys know I'm on my way to being out on Precious Achiuwa, man. He's just really disappointed me so far. Let's go Knicks injury report. Let's see what's going on. No final determination on him, but Asher said what we need isn't destruction, isn't just destruction. We need humiliation. I think Philly is thoroughly humiliated. At least they should be, although them dudes out there in Philly don't have no shame. A lot of them don't. Some of them do. A lot of them don't. A lot of them don't. But of course, it being an ESPN game, they're going to start the game like 10 minutes, 15 minutes after they said it would. But I assume Precious Achiuwa is going to get the starting lineup unless Jericho Sims is ready to go. Then I assume we see Jericho Sims in the starting lineup. And Tom Thibodeau is going to save Precious Achiuwa. But let's see. Jericho Sims is playing tonight. He is in the starting lineup. And Andre Drummond is also out for the 76ers. And Gershon Yabusele, who's what, 6'6", 6'7", is going to end up being the starting center, technically. But they're starting Oubre, Yabusele, Paul George, Eric Gordon, and Tyrese Maxey. Asher said OG needs to do well early this time. Yeah, OG Anunoby has been probably the most disappointing starter as of late. Bridges has had his moments, even though he struggled shooting recently. Had a nice breakout game against Detroit. Hopefully he continues that. But Anunoby, both offensively and defensively, hasn't been the player that we expect him to be. Right? Hasn't had the impact the last, month or so that he should. A lot of that, I think, can be contributed to his minutes and what he's asked to do for the team. He has a ton of responsibility, which makes it difficult for him. Jericho Sims is in the starting lineup, MBM. Alawise, what's up, Alawise? David, what's up, David? David Haas Jr. AP, what's up, AP? No Karl-Anthony Towns tonight, no Joel Embiid. AP said all their guys out yesterday. Yes, they did, AP. That's embarrassing. Sitting the whole starting lineup out is embarrassing. K. Hazy, yes. No Embiid, no Drummond. So they don't even have a starter ready to go. They're going to have Yabusele playing the center, who, is a big dude. Big, strong dude, athletic, ready to go. We'll see if he's up to the challenge. Jericho Sims wins the tip, and Jalen Brunson will bring it down. Where's my microphone? Did I drop it again? The world may never know. Anyway, we're off and running. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Maxey. Coming to his left, attacking, pulling it back, and gets fouled by Tyrese Maxey. They're calling these touch fouls up top. There's my mic. They're calling these touch fouls up top as of late. If you guys have been tuning in to some of the other streams we're doing where we watch some other teams, we've been noticing how the officials are not allowing defenders to be as physical up top guarding ball handlers as of late. Brunson coming to his left off a sim screen, in and out dribble, mid-range pull-up jumper, no Towns. Brunson's going to try and carry this team offensively. Maxey bringing it down, has it up top, hands it off to Oubre. Oubre gets it over to Paul George. Coming to his left. Attacking off the screen in the paint. Fall away jumper over Sims. Comes up short. Anunoby with the rebound, and he's bringing it down. Anunoby has it up top. Hands it off to Bridges. Bridges coming to his right. Dancing with it. Now gets it over to Sims. Sims fakes the handoff. Coming to his right. Hands it off to Josh Hart. He's coming to his left, gets it over to Bridges. A lot of ball movement, a lot of player movement, but not a lot attacking to the basket as Bridges drives it down. Can't get it to go. Ball knocked up top. Anunoby tipped it away. Josh Hart can't get to it. And Oubre beat him to it, but Jalen Brunson steals it back. They push it the other way. Bridges a left wing three, and he knocks it down. That is a good sign. Like I said, Mikal Bridges does not like Philly as much as Knicks fans don't like Philly, and he's off and ready to go, knocking down his first shot or his first three of the game. Missed the floater previously. Maxey gets it over to George. George up top being guarded by Anunoby. Driving to his right. Anunoby staying in front of him. Now coming to his left off the screen. Sims, they show two. Kicks it out to Eric Gordon, who spots up a deep straightaway three. Comes up well short. Ball is going to go out of bounds. And the ball is going back to the Knicks. Let's get to it, Knicks. I like the way we started so far. Asher said, get Bridges and OG going. We will win by 40. Two of the most important players on the team for sure. For sure. Especially with Towns out. It goes Brunson, Anunoby, Bridges. Brunson driving it down, kicks it out. Anunoby right corner three, 2 for 2. Oh, we got 2 for 2 from three right now. Both from Bridges and Anunoby. You gotta love it. Two of the most important players for the Knicks getting it rocking here early here in Philadelphia. Maxey coming to his left attacking. Kicks it over to George on the left wing. Up top to Yabusele. Hands it off to Maxey. Dancing around the screen. Bridges chasing. Now inside the Yabusele. Catches. Pump fakes. Then kicks it out to Gordon. Bad decision from Yabusele there. Should have looked to attack Brunson. Now inside the paint. Goes over to Oubre and gets fouled. And he gets an and one. Somehow it slipped out of his hands. But he was able to guide it up and in. So the first basket of the game for Philadelphia goes to Oubre on an and one layup opportunity. Oubre will be at the foul line for one more. And we're under 10 minutes to go. First foul on Jericho Sims. With Jericho Sims available tonight, unlikely we see Hug Porty, but I hope we see Hug Porty, man. I'm all aboard the Hug Porty hive. Oubre at the foul line. Gets his free throw to go. And here comes Brunson. Kinahara, what's up, Kinahara? We cannot lose this goddamn game. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. The floodgates will open, for sure, and deservedly so. Brunson up top being guarded by Maxey. Coming to his right off a high sim screen. Kicks it in the corner to Hart. Pump fakes, driving to his left. Kicks it out to Anunoby, a left wing. No, pump fakes, sidestep. Gets caught in the air, kicks it over to Bridges. Driving to his right, goes all the way down. Scoop layup with the left hand. Blows the layup, but Josh Hart right there for the tip up and in. You don't see Mikal blowing layups like that all too often, but Josh Hart was right there to clean up his buddy's mess. And Paul George has it up top, gets it over to Yabusele, hands it off to Maxey. Maxey dancing around the Yabusele handoff, puts up the three, comes up short. Anunoby skying in for the rebound. One of my biggest criticisms of Anunoby is how bad of a rebounder he's been this year as Brunson turns it over against Paul George. No, they call a foul. Is that a foul on Maxey? If it's a foul on Maxey, it's a second foul. Charlie said, this is a must-win. I don't want another Knicks loss. I do, ironically, feel like it's a must-win. I usually talk down the must-win conversation just because, I don't know, it's silly to feel like it's a must-win in January. But with the way the team is sliding a little bit, Nick Nurse is going to use his challenge here. I mean, it's the second foul on Tyrese Maxey with 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Not a terrible decision to challenge here. I didn't even really see the foul. So I don't really have an opinion on which way I think it'll go. But when your star player, your star point guard, picks up his second foul with 9 minutes to go in the first quarter, I think it warrants you challenging, especially if it's a little touch foul like it was. Ricardo said lots of Knicks fans in Wells Fargo Center. Well, why would 76ers fans want to go to Wells Fargo Center anyway? The 76ers have been awful this year. AB said, it's a must-win because we need the bragging rights. We already have bragging rights. We beat them in the playoffs last year. Losing to them in the regular season and them having bragging rights means nothing. Bragging rights doesn't mean anything. We beat them in the playoffs. We have bragging rights. We have all the bragging rights. Keenan Hart said, it's not about the team sliding. It's just the Sixers. Will not tolerate losing to the Sixers. I don't care about the opponent. 76ers mean nothing to me. We beat them in the playoffs last year. They're terrible this year. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to win anything. They mean nothing to me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about Philly. I care about the Knicks and how well they're doing. And they're sliding a little bit right now. And I say it's a must win because you gotta get the vibes back. Fans are losing the vibes right now. AP Nick Richards was traded. He was traded to Phoenix. That's a great trade for Phoenix. I don't know why another team didn't trade for Nick Richards. I don't think the Knicks need a Nick Richards trade when they got Mitchell Robinson coming back. I would take Mitchell Robinson over Nick Richards unless they had a Mitchell Robinson trade lined up, in which case go get Nick Richards, and then you could trade Mitchell Robinson at some point, which makes me think that they're not looking to trade Mitchell Robinson this year. Just get my man back. Get him back on the court. Big Red said, you need this win because you need this win, period. I'm with you. I'm with you. Get the win, man. Get the win. Get back to your winning ways. Kenar said, what did Phoenix give up? They gave up Josh Okogie and a bunch of second-round picks. Kenar said, I think you're in the minority on this one. That's fine. That's fine. I don't think about teams that have nothing to do with the Knicks. We beat them in the playoffs last year. I cared about them last year. I don't care about them this year. They suck. They're always hurt. They're not going to do anything this year, and they got nothing to do with the Knicks. So I don't even think about Philly. I made that video about Philly, and then whoosh, all my Philly concerns out the window. I have nothing for Philly. I don't care about Philly. Ginar said, so a bag of beans. Okogie's a nice role player. And, Nick Richards is a nice role player. They uphold the foul on Maxey, who's holding onto Bridges onto his waist. So it's the second foul on Maxey. Brunson has it up top. Gets it back to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Oubre. Now back to Brunson on the right wing. Brunson gets it out to Anunoby. Swings it over to Bridges. Bridges back to Anunoby. They're swinging, they're moving the ball around, but they're not going anywhere with it. Ball's remaining out on the perimeter. Anunoby's got to chuck it up at the buzzer. And long rebound off the back of the rim. Bounces out to Maxey, who's bringing it down. Has it on the right wing, being guarded by Hart. Down low to Yabusele, being guarded by Anunoby. He's backing him down. Stop, drop step. Throws it up with the right hand. Gets that little righty drop step hook to go. Brunson bringing it down. Being guarded by Oubre. It looks like Philly's in a little bit of a matchup zone here. Inside to Sims, who puts up a little floater. Can't get it to go. Sims skying for his own offensive rebound. Rips it down, kicks it out. They swing it over. Anunoby, a left wing three. Quick catch and fire shot from three. Can't get it to go. Paul George rips down a rebound. Here comes Maxey. Maxey bringing it down. Coming to his left off a high Yabusele screen. Splitting the defense. One-legged fall-away jumper over Sims. Well short. Josh Hart with the rebound. We're pushing the other way. Josh Hart going all the way. Bounce past the Brunson. Going under the basket. Kicks it out to Bridges. Left corner three. Oh, 2 for 2 for Mikal. Mikal Bridges seems to have gotten out of the slump against Pistons because he's carried that shooting over here against Philadelphia. Maxey has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Gets it over to Yabusele. Has it on the right wing, being guarded by Sims. Sims pressuring up a little bit. Now gets it out over to Oubre. Dancing with it. Behind the back coming to his left. They show two. Kicks it out. Yabusele, a straightaway three. They're going to give it to him. Not believing in a shot. And it was halfway down for Yabusele, but it ended up popping out of the basket and Brunson bringing it the other way. Over to Anunoby. They're trying to feed it down low to Bridges. He's got Maxey on him. Has it in the high post on the right wing. They show two. Kicks it out. Cross court past the Hart. Now gets it out to Brunson. Coming to his right. Brunson leans in. Half spin. Going along the baseline. Puts up the floater. Gets it to go. AP, what's the score? It is now 13-5 after that Brunson floater with 7 minutes to go. Maxey has it up top, gets it over to George. Knicks, of course, in the lead right now. And Paul George thought Maxey was going to continue cutting, delivered a terrible backdoor pass as Josh Hart throws the lob to Sims, and he gets fouled going up, and that's a foul on Paul George there. They already got 2 fouls on Maxey. Now that's 1 on Paul George. And the Knicks are moving and grooving against Philadelphia here with Sims going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Asher said, well, I don't like the 76ers because, yeah, Philly. I mean, yeah. C. Tyler, what's up, C. Tyler? Asher said Maxey's still amazing. Maxey's great. Maxey's great. If you watch my Philadelphia video, about the Joel Embiid situation in Philadelphia. It's mostly about how the organization has to hand the reins over to Maxey. Maxey is now their franchise player, and they got to move on from Embiid at some point. Sims at the foul line, splits the free throws, makes the first, misses the second, and Maxey will bring it down. Maxey, of course, with the 2 fouls. Paul George now with the 1 foul, and Philly brings it down. Paul George up top, hands it off to Maxey. Being guarded by Bridges, cross-court to Yabusele, hands it off to Paul George, a pull-up left wing 3, knocks it down, and gets fouled. That's not what you want. The Knicks had built up a 9-point lead, and now that 3 from Paul George, potential 4-point play, is going to cut into their momentum here. Lionel Mona said the process is over in Philly. It's been over for a while. But yeah. Ronnie Saunders, what's up, Ronnie? Mark, what's up, Mark? AB said, after this game, if we win, I'm going on Philly with RP. He's their version of me. Appreciate you. Paul George does knock down his free throw. Brunson, home run pass out to Anunoby. Now swings it over to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Gets into the paint. Puts up another floater. And another 2 points for JB and the Knicks. 16-9 now with 6:30 to go. Paul George bringing it down against Anunoby. Dancing with it. Coming to his left off the screen. Pulling it back. Sims switches onto him. Paul George attacking. Pulls it back. Mid-range fall-away jumper. Gets fouled again by Jericho Sims this time. And he's going to go back to the foul line on pretty much the same exact thing. A landing foul on the Knicks yet again. Mark said George is flopping. They are fouls, though, by the letter of the law. Like, they have been fouls for years at this point. Bernard Johnson, what's up, Bernard? Paul George knocks down the first one. Got another one coming. Kanyon Pepper said, Embiid just signed the $300 million extension. Yeah, and I don't know why they had him sign that. Not going to lie. Mark said, softest called foul inexistent. Blame Zaza Pachulia for ending the Spurs' chance of beating the Warriors that year. They had to implement the rule. They had to. Brunson driving it down past the defense. Philly, I don't even think is interested in guarding Brunson tonight. He got all the way to the basket, but missed a little pull-up floater. Just rolled off the side of the rim, but knocked out of bounds by Philly. It'll remain with the Knicks. Precious Achiuwa has subbed in for Sims. They try to get it down low to Anunoby. And Paul George was out of bounds. Almost came up with the steal. Keenan Hart said the cure for flopping is next time throw a clothesline for Rio and make the flop count. Yeah, and then you're gonna end up missing 4 or 5 games. Anunoby driving it down, leaves it off for Bridges, comes to the basket, and he gets an easy layup out of it. And Philly, I think defense is optional tonight for Philly. Knicks get a delay of game warning. I think Philly thinks defense is optional tonight. It's 18-11, but Philadelphia's defense has been pretty bad to start. Paul George has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his left off a Yabusele screen, driving it down, cross-court pass. Bridges almost came up with the steal, but right through his hands, gets over to Oubre. They swing it over to Maxey, driving it down against Anunoby. Reverse layup, flips it up at the basket, can't get it to go. Long rebound, Achiuwa had it, lost it, still loose, and it's going to go to the Knicks. Achiuwa fighting with Oubre over the ball, and it's last touch by Oubre. Ronnie Saunders said, tonight is the night for the bench. I hope Tom Thibodeau knows that, and he actually plays them tonight. Brunson bringing it down, has it up top, being guarded by Oubre. Coming to his left off a stagger screen, driving it down, cross-court pass, Anunoby in the corner, pump fakes, driving it down. And Anunoby stepped on the baseline, attacking off the closeout from Paul George. Come on, OG. You hit that first 3. I'm looking for a little bit more, OG. Come on. I believe that's Downton Jr. bringing it down for Philly. crossing over to his right, driving it down, kicks it out to Yabusele on the left wing for a three. Josh Hart a little late on the closeout, didn't matter. Yabusele missed it. Anunoby with another rebound. Here comes Brunson, pushing the other way. Hesitation move behind the back, pulling it back out. Now has it up top. Hands it off to Hart. Hart coming to his left. Hits Bridges cutting back door, and he gets the layup to go over Down Jr. And again, I think defense is optional for Philly tonight. They've not shown up defensively at all. 20-11. Yabusele up top, hands it off to Downton Jr. Driving it down. No, that's Down Jr. Excuse me. I got to look up some of these players for Philly as Down Jr. knocks down the little floater. It's Justin Edwards, I believe. Justin Edwards with the assist. Brunson bringing it down on the right wing, runs right into Downton Jr. And it's a blocking foul on Downton. 4:30 to go, 20-13. So the Knicks will still have the possession. McBride has just checked in. Come on, Deuce. We need a good game from Deuce McBride tonight. Brunson gets it over to McBride. Back to Brunson. Has it up top. Coming to his right off the Achua screen. A dribble pull up from Brunson. Knocks it down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I need JB and Mikal Bridges to continue their good shooting performances that they had against Detroit. Paul George driving it right through the chest of Anunoby, and they call a late foul, unless the foul is on Precious Achiuwa, who came over late to contest the Paul George layup. Ronnie Saunders said, Dude's got to hit another level. Tom Thibodeau needs to play him more with the starters overall. We know what Deuce McBride is capable of doing, but stop playing him in lineups out there consistently where it's just him, Campaign, Landry Shamet, and like Precious Achiuwa. Like, that's not going to work. It's not how you get the most out of Deuce McBride. You get the most out of him playing him alongside Brunson. Keenar said, looks like a loose ball foul for Josh. Brunson bringing it down after Paul George knocked down 2 free throws yet again. Paul George getting to the foul line. Brunson bringing it down in the paint, lost it, picks it back up, kicks it out to Anunoby. Left corner three, come on, OG. Too long, can't get it to go. Ricky Council, the fourth, bringing it down, gets it over to George, driving to his right, behind the back, puts up the three over Josh Hart, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound, and knocked out of bounds by McBride. Eamon Owis, what's up, Eamon? Downton Jr. gets it into Ricky Council. Now gets it over to Paul George. High post being guarded by OG. Hits Yabusele cutting back door against Achiuwa. Waits for Achiuwa to recover, and then he lays it up and in right over him. Brunson bringing it down. Has it up top. Being guarded by Justin Edwards. Gets it over to Josh Hart. Hands it back to Brunson. Coming to his left off the Achiuwa screen. Hesitation move. Pulled back. Now has it in the high post. Swing through. And a foul on Justin Edwards, sending Brunson to the foul line. Brunson at the foul line for 2 free throws. (23-17), and Brunson misses a free throw. Come on, JB. You're making me drop my mic and everything. Come on, man. We can't be missing free throws this early in the game. Keenar said, here goes with the missed free throws. Brunson misses 2? Come on, man. Downton Jr. bringing it down, has it up top, being guarded by McBride. Come on, JB. Crosses over to his left, rejecting the screen. Kicks it over to Yabusele. Gets it out to Paul George. Driving to his right on Anunoby. Kicks it back up top to Yabusele. Catches. Pump fake. Driving to his left on Anunoby. Goes up and gets the layup to go over OG. A beautiful move from Yabusele. He's having a very good start to his game here tonight. Keeping his team within 4. Makes a 1 point, had a 9-point lead. Come on, New York. Josh Hart bringing it down. Has it up top. Being guarded by Ricky Council. Josh Hart driving to his left, now pulls it back, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson up top being guarded by Edwards, driving to his right, blows past the defense, goes to reverse layup, gets it to go over Yabusele. And Philly just doesn't have a rim protector down there. The paint's going to be wide open all night. Brunson's up to 9 points already, 4 for 6 from the field. Paul George has it up top being guarded by McBride. Coming to his left, the pull-up 3 over Deuce. Deuce just too small, but Paul George misses it off the back rim. McBride bringing it down. Off the long rebound, gets it over to Josh Hart in the right corner. Hits Brunson, comes to the basket, stops, pump fakes, and Paul George, perfect dig down from Paul George, and steals it right out of Brunson's hands. Now Paul George pushing the other way, hesitation move, crosses over to his left, gets caught in the air, kicks it out. Ricky Council catches, pump fake, driving it down. He's an athlete, goes up, misses the layup. Achua rips a rebound away from him, and here comes Josh Hart pushing the other way. Josh Hart, bullet pass inside to Mikal Bridges. Oh, no, to McBride, excuse me. And McBride gets the layup to go in transition. Beautiful bullet pass from Josh Hart. You love it. I love it. And I never restarted the start. We got 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. My bad. 27-19. The Knicks, just like that, back up by 8. Come on, Knicks. One more stop, one more score. Go into the second quarter with a 10-point lead. Dallin Jr. has it up top, dancing with it. Now coming to his right up the Yabusele screen. Puts up a mid-range jumper. Off the back rim, long rebound. Josh Hart able to grab it. He's pushing the pace. Josh Hart coming to his right. Stops, picks his dribble up. Cross-court pass, McBride. Left wing, wide open. Deuce McBride with a 3-point shot. Yes, sir. And the Knicks take an 11-point lead. Talk to him, Deuce. Talk to him. Love it. Paul George bringing it down, has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Dancing with it on the right wing. Now coming to his left off the Yabusele screen. Driving it down. Tried to hit the pocket pass to Yabusele, but a kickball violation by Precious Achua. Come on. Come on, Rug. You gonna make me trip on camera? We're going to get a timeout here. First timeout of the game with, 1:20 to go. We'll let our timer finally catch up here. But the Knicks finally moving and grooving, getting things going. 30-19 right now. Feeling good about where we are right now. AP, what's the time? 1:20 to go, AP, 1:20 to go. 30-19. Sha, what's up, Sha? Chi said this win doesn't count. The Sixers aren't good. Every win counts. You play who's in front of you. We got to play better against the good teams, but that don't mean that it don't count when it's against the bad team. 82 games. We count all 82 games, man. MBM said, Clyde is making me sick with his comments. What's Clyde saying? What did Clyde say? Kinar said, dang, how's I supposed to recognize Joshy Poo without the headband? Josh, is he not wearing his headband tonight? I thought he was wearing his headband. Am I going crazy? Mark said, Sheffy with the slides in the suit up top. You already know, my man. Listen, I'm in my house. Of course I'm going to rock the slides on in the house. Come on, man. What you think I'm going to have on the feet? You lucky I got the slides on. You lucky I'm not going full barefoot. You lucky the floor is cold. You lucky the floor is cold. Gigi said, I'm messing with you. I figured you were, Gigi. I figured you were. But you still got to say it for the people who don't know, you know? You still got to say it for the people you don't know, who don't know. Russell Field, you tripping, Chevy, on the rug. I know, man. Like, come on, man. I'm trying to get hype. Imagine a hype moment happens and I go ahead tripping all over the rug, falling all over the floor. Mike said, penny loafers? Come on, dog. I'm in the house. I'm in the house. I'm not going to walk around, go all the way to the closet, pull out the penny loafers. Come on, man. I do got like a nice pair of sneakers, nice comfy pair of Adidas sitting right here that I could throw on. But at the same time, like, I'm in the house. Like, you don't see my feet all that often. You can only see them if I stand all the way back here. All the way back here. Back with my man Jeff. But we not back here that often. Not back here that often. I'm not worried about it. Keenar said, I'm getting a new rug next week after months of delays. Honestly, those are the kind of things that get me too. You know, like this rug, This is like year 2 of this rug, and it is getting a little time to wrap it up. There's some spots that are fading. It was a little cheap rug. I got it off of Amazon real quick just because I wanted a Knicks rug in the room. But it might be time to replace it too. Might be time. MBM said lots of anti-Knicks comments, lots of negativity towards players. In your opinion? I do have the commentary on, but I can't always make out or catch what they're saying. I usually only have it on just so if there's anything that I need to stop and listen to, I could hear it. Here we go. We're back into it. And I had the timer taking the whole time. My bad. Again, I forgot about it. Paul George attacking from the left wing. Step back. Good defense from Anunoby, forcing him to kick it out to Down Jr. Being guarded by Payne, who's checked in for Brunson. Driving it down, puts up the tough floater. Airballs it. Good defense from the Knicks. Achua with the rebound. Here comes Payne. Under a minute to go. Payne gets it over to McBride. Dancing around the Achua screen, coming to his left, driving it down, gets past the defense, kicks it out to Anunoby. He's driving to his left, over to Achua, coming down the lane, scoop layup, can't get the layup to go. Come on, Precious. And here comes Paul George pushing the other way. Cross court to, is that Edwards with the left wing 3, can't get it to go. An offensive rebound, kicks it out to Ricky Council. Jab step, driving to his left, over to Dowling, back to Ricky. Council swings through to his right, driving it down, Euro stepping down the lane, scoop layup, gets the layup to go, bounces on the rim a couple of times, but he got a nice friendly bounce. And now Campaign pushing the other way. It's a 9-point lead, 30-21. Campaign has it up top, hands it off to McBride. McBride up top, coming to his left, they show 2. Now he pulls it back out, coming to his right off the Achua screen, pulls it back, kicks it over to Anunoby, attacking to his left, step back, fall away, long 2 along the baseline, can't get it to go. Anunoby hits the floor, 8 seconds to go. It's going to be a 5-on-4 with Anunoby still on the floor in the backcourt. Paul George on the right wing, dancing with it against Achua. Step back 3 for Paul George, comes up short, and that's going to be the end of our quarter. Whole lot of misses to end the quarter. It's all right. It's all right. Eclectic group of Knicks out there. Ronnie said, lucky jacket night? It should be. It should be. Had to bring out the Frazier Blazer against Philadelphia for nostalgia, right? For last year's playoff series. We got to. We wore this jacket all through the playoffs. Kevin Patrick Hogan. What's up, Kev? Asher said, you won't be able to get so hyped for long because soon the Knicks will be up by 30 plus and we'll all be going to bed early. Hopefully, it's a nice, easy win tonight. Bernard Johnson said, no matter how you dress, we all appreciate you. I appreciate you, Bernard. I appreciate you. Listen, I dress up because I like to have some fun, right? I like to have some fun. I think it's fun dressing up. Get to play a little bit of homage to Clyde with some of the funkier fits like tonight. And honestly, dressing up gives me a little bit more energy. If I'm just out here in my regular hoodies like we were last year, for games like tonight, games like Detroit, like the energy's going to be a little bit lower. And I'm all about bringing the energy. Because why the hell would you come if I'm just sitting here and being like, yeah, they passed the ball. It's all right. Like, nah, you got to bring the energy. You have to. If we going to hang out for this game and I'm going to host this, then I got to host it the right way. Asher said this game is over. I hope so. Chris Rowe, what's up, Chris? Chichi said, if Optima wants me back as a customer, they must give you a play-by-play channel or I'm switching to DirecTV. I appreciate you, Chichi. I appreciate you. Keenar said, nah, Clyde ain't like that. He just must be giving his honest opinions, which isn't blowing sunshine up your butt. Yeah, Clyde always tells it how it is, which is one of the reasons why I always appreciate the MSG commentators. They're not homers. Like Clyde has always consistently called out bad Knicks teams, bad Knicks plays constantly throughout his career, which is awesome. Brightest future, what's up, brightest future? Dress for success. It's also a little bit about showcasing that, we like to dress up. Like, hey, MSG, we dress up for our shows, like I'll bring this over to MSG if they ever give him a call, Mark said, did the tie come with the jacket? It did not. It did not. I had to go find a tie at a different store, actually. I think I found this tie at the thrift store. Mark said, are y'all watching on MSG? I'm on ESPN. This is a national TV game. It is a national TV game. It is on ESPN. I'm personally watching it on MSG because I paid for this Gotham Sports app, and I'm gonna use it. Goddammit. Here we go. We're back into it to start the second quarter. Maxey's back out there. The Knicks with McBride, Hart, Campaign, Achua, and Bridges. Oubre has it up top, swings it over to Eric Gordon, catches, pump fakes, puts up a deep three over Campaign, can't get it to go. Bridges with the rebound, he's pushing the other way. I got to look up some of these Philadelphia players because I don't know all of them. I'm not going to lie. Achua hesitating, attacking, spinning to his right, scoop layup, gets it to go. That's the aggressiveness I want to see from Precious Achua. Now, it was against the guy who I don't know his name. Oh, no, I think that's a Dembona, the rookie. So it was against the rookie at Dembona who hasn't been in the rotation. The only reason he's playing tonight is because Drummond's out with an injury, but still, impressive move from Precious. Maxey has it up top, swings it over to a guy, and then Maxey attacking, gets the lefty layup to go over Achua. Campaign has it up top, gets it over to Achua. Achua up top being guarded by Bona. I like the Dembona coming out of UCLA. He was a guy I was hoping maybe the Knicks could draft, and they call a moving screen on Precious Achua. Come on, Precious, I was just giving you props. Asher said, swings it out to a guy. I'm trying, Asher. I'm trying. Some of these Philly players, like, who are you? Who are you? No offense to them, but they have not played consistently. Campaign, nice strip steal on Maxey. Campaign bringing it down. Pump fakes, gets it out to McBride, being guarded by Maxey, who does a good job getting back on defense. Now over to Payne on the right wing. Finally puts up a hesitation three, and he gets it to go down. Yes, sir, Campaign. Continue to play well. We need Campaign to play well. I'm not the biggest Campaign fan. He's been up and down recently. A lot more down than up. But he knocks down that three, and he had a nice defensive possession getting the strip steal before as well. Edwards has it up top, attacking to his left, hands it off to Oubre. Being guarded by Hart, dancing with it, now coming to his right, spinning to his left, in the paint, scoop layup, misses the layup, blows it, tried to get too fancy, put too much English on it, and just spun right off the side of the rim. Here comes Campaign, bringing it down, swings it over to Josh Hart, catches it on the run, driving it down, puts it up, gets the floater to go, and one for Josh Hart. Yes, sir, the Knicks are moving and grooving, baby. Everything's going the Knicks' way right now. Knicks with a 14-point lead. Keenan Harris, Bona passes it to Dick, and he jams it. Oh, man, a Dembona with Matt Bonner and Grady Dick all on the same team. Too immature for that. I'm way too immature for that. Wait, he's got to play with Grady, you know who. Yeah, you have to say his full name. You have to say Grady Dick every single time. Every single time. Maxey has it up top, dancing with it. Gets it over to Bona. Now back to Maxey. Sidestep, right corner three. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the rebound. Bona has it. In the paint against the Achua. Drop step. Puts it up off glass. Gets it to go. Nice impressive move from the rookie Bona. McBride bringing it down. Gets it over to Bridges in the right corner. Up top to Achua. Fakes the handoff. Now dancing with it. Fakes the handoff to Bridges again. Now has it in the high post. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Hart coming to his left. Little go screen from McBride. Kicks it out to McBride. Extra pass to Bridges. Quick catch and fire from the right corner. Oh, Mikal Bridges refuses to miss. I love it. I love when Mikal Bridges plays well. I love it. One of my favorite things on this Knicks team is when Mikal Bridges is knocking down threes. Oubre has it up top. Hands it off to Gordon. Gordon puts up another deep straightaway three. This time he finally knocks one down. His third one of the game. He's now 1 for 3. He finally got it to go down. He's been trying to line up that shot all game long. Campaign's looking to answer with a deep three of his own. Too long, can't get it to go. Bona with the rebound. Here comes Oubre. What's the time from AP? 8:45 to go. For some reason, the timer stopped. 8:45 to go. Maxey stepped back long, too. Knocks it down over Campaign. 41-30. And the Gotham Sports app stream is going to go ahead and buffer on me. There we go. Now we're back into it. Josh Hart bringing it down. Has it on the right wing. And the Knicks are going to call a timeout with 8:30 to go, 41-30, an 11-point lead for our Knicks. Mark said, campaign, ugliest shot in the NBA? Campaign's pretty ugly. Who's got the ugliest shot right now in the NBA? Campaign is pretty ugly. Who else got an ugly shot in the NBA right now? Off the top of my head, I mean, we're not getting too many ugly shots in the NBA anymore. You know, there's too many shot doctors out there. There's too many guys who are getting coached from a really young age who have, like, picture-perfect jump shots, nothing wrong with them. Who's got an ugly jump shot in the NBA? Campaign's one of them. Man, I don't know. Kenan said Mitch Robinson's free throws are uglier. They're not that bad. I mean, they look ugly in the sense that they don't go in, but he just it's kind of a launch, right? He's just like he kind of throws it a little bit like this, a little bit. He kind of goes up, but it too much out. Too much. You're not supposed to shoot like this, Mitch. You're not supposed to come out like this. You know what I mean? You're supposed to come up and out. You're supposed to come up and out. Halliburton's a great one. Yeah, ugly shot. Mark said Joakim Noah's foul shot was the worst. It was pretty bad. It was like how like a fourth grader would shoot free throws, right? When you're so young, you can't shoot it with one hand. You don't have the strength yet to get it up like this, and you gotta throw it up with two hands like that. That's what Joakim Noah looked like. Shaw said Campaign's body is righty and his shot is lefty. Fair. Very fair. Kevin Patrick Hogan. Kev said, keep it at 10 plus the entire game with solid defense. We're okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about this Philly game. I wasn't too worried coming into tonight against this Philly team. I thought, hey, maybe Maxey and Paul George are going to, have a nice explosive night on national TV tonight, and they'll be able to pull this Philly team to a win. Now, it's only 11. Still possible. They get hot. But so far, the Knicks have done a really good job defensively against them. But Philly's not very good. They haven't been very good this year. So I'm not too worried about their ability to win tonight, but Paul Dog NYC says, Lonzo's got an ugly shot. Not anymore. He got shot doctored. He used to come from the left side as a righty and shoot it like this and then come out. But he fixed it. Now he comes straight up and launches it like that. I'm terrible with the timer today. I had to take it the whole time again during the timeout again. Mikal Bridges with 13 points already, 3 for 3 from three-point range. I love it. Only 11 minutes so far. Philly is back into a zone. Campaign up top, swings it over to McBride. McBride back to Campaign. Gets it over to Bridges, right wing, coming off the screen, puts it up again. Oh my goodness, he's feeling it. He is giving this Philly team to work right now. 4 for 4 for Mikal Bridges tonight. I love it. Maxey has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right, Josh Hart switches onto him. Maxey gets it over to Yabusele, back to Maxey, driving to his left, gets to the mid-range, fall-away baseline jumper, splashes it nothing but net. Maxey is damn good with the ball in his hands. Josh Hart gets it over to Bridges. Now gets it over to Payne. And Philly back into that zone. They get it over to McBride. McBride back to Campaign, right wing three. He's open, and he rattles it in. This is not a very good zone from Philly. They don't know how to play a zone. You can tell they have not practiced this zone. They're trying to go to a zone. Raymond Vasquez, what's up, Raymond? It's not working out for them. The zone is supposed to prevent driving lanes and open shooters. And, the Knicks aren't even penetrating as Oubre attacks along the baseline and gets a two-handed dunk. This Philly zone is not taking anything away. And it looks like Philly's going to go right back into a man. Yeah, they have not practiced that zone. It's not working out for them. McBride driving to his right against Maxey. Stops. Kicks it out to Bridges, attacking, stops in the mid-range, puts up the jumper, can't get it to go. Sims rips away an offensive rebound, puts it up, and gets a nice friendly roll as he got his little turnaround hook shot to go down. There you go, Jericho Sims. I need it. I need it, Jericho. Mark said, ugly pain, but beautiful three. Absolutely. As long as they go in, man, I don't care how it looks. Maxey driving it down against McBride, leans in, scoop layup with the left hand. He's looking for a foul call he doesn't get. Josh Hart with the rebound. It's a 5-on-4 as he's pushing the other way. Cross-court pass to Payne, a right wing three, another one. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Bridges fighting for the offensive rebound, knocked out of bounds. It's going to go back to Philly. 49-34. 6:30 to go. Kinhar said he's been watching Kareem film. Not going to lie, man, I've been more impressed. So far this season, I've been more impressed with what Jericho Sims has provided than what Precious Achiuwa has provided. It's just me. It's just me. Ricky Council has it on the right wing. And they call a foul in campaign. Being way too aggressive off ball, trying to keep up with Maxey. Brightest Future said, after dealing with OKC and the Cavs defense, Philly is lunch. But we haven't dealt with the Cavs yet. I think it was like the second or third game of the season, so it's been a while since we've seen the Cavs. But OKC, definitely. Definitely. Maxey has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. They throw it over the top to Oubre. A terrible pass from Maxey as it hit the front of the rim, and Anunoby cleans up the loose ball. Here comes Campaign. Campaign bringing it down. Has it up top. Dancing with it. Driving to his right. Hands it off to Bridges. Another pull-up three for Bridges. Ooh, almost got that one to go down, but off the front of the rim. Here comes George. Hit ahead to Maxey. Maxey driving it down against Bridges. Leans in. Kicks it out to Eric Gordon, right wing three. And he got fouled. They were going to call it out of bounds because they called it on the catch, but they just... It was a quick whistle, but Campaign did hit him on the arm, on the wrist, as he released it. And it's going to send Eric Gordon to the foul line for 3 free throws. Come on, Campaign. You give it, then you take it. The weekend at Bernie's. What's up, Bernie? Kinar said, I think Oubre's hair is bigger than all of Deuce. Fair, man, fair. Eric Gordon makes the first one. He's got 2 more coming. AP reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Yes, if you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please go ahead. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. It is the best way to show support to a stream. I very much appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. Sorry Love said, do you think Precious would play better if we guarantee him 20 minutes a game guaranteed? Maybe. Also putting him in positions to be better would work for him as well. But... I mean, that's just kind of been the case throughout Precious Achiuwa's career. He's inconsistent, and he's not really good at anything per se, you know? He's okay at a lot of things, but, you know, he's a little too small to play center, doesn't stretch it out well enough to play the 4, can be inconsistent with his defensive effort. His best case for playing time is... as McBride's driving it down, draws a foul, he's going to the foul line for 2 free throws after Gordon hit all 3 of his free throws. But, you know, the thing with Achiuwa is, like, in theory, he's great. He's a great role player. He should be a fantastic backup big. But he's not a great rim protector because of his size at 6'8". Is a little bit chaotic with his decision-making, both offensively and defensively. Can sometimes be a little slow to react. Is a good rebounder, not a great rebounder. And again, like, as McBride knocks down a free throw, if he were a little bit better offensively, or even just a little bit better defensively, like if he had a calling card, like what is Precious Achiuwa's calling card in the league? I don't know. His versatility, but he hasn't been that, the versatility hasn't shown through this season for him the way I thought it would when I was calling for like the excitement of him coming back from injury. McBride knocks down both of his free throws, 51-37 with 5:45 to go. Maxey has it up top being guarded by Bridges. Gets it over to Paul George, driving to his left, past Anunoby. They show to, lob to Oubre, and Oubre reached back for that lob, caught it, and tomahawked it in. It looked like it was going to be a bad pass from Paul George, but he got it to go down. Brunson has subbed back in. He's attacking Oubre. Has it along the right baseline. Now coming to his right, off the Bridges screen, gets Maxey switched onto him. Now driving to his right. They show two, over to Anunoby. Anunoby throws a lob to Sims, who catches, comes down with it, up top to Brunson. They swing it around. Anunoby pump fakes over to McBride, a right corner three. Deucey! The ball movement was impeccable! You gotta love it. You gotta love it. They swung that ball around until there was 1 second left on the shot clock, and McBride ended up with a wide open corner three. Way to knock it down, Deuce. Paul George off the screen, puts up a three, can't get it to go. Brunson with the rebound. It's 54-39 with 4:45 to go. Brunson bringing it down, has it on the right wing, pulling it back out. Being guarded by Eric Gordon. Kicks it out to Bridges, swings it over to McBride. Another left corner three. Come on, Deuce. Ooh, I would have popped off for that one, Deuce. Jericho Sims with the offensive rebound, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges has it in the right corner. Up top to Anunoby. Tried to get it inside the McBride. A bad pass from Anunoby. A little bit of a lazy pass from Anunoby. Paul George gets it over to Maxey in the right corner, being guarded by Bridges. He runs him off the line. They kick it out to Oubre, a left wing three for Kelly Oubre. Comes up short. Brunson with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Eric Gordon. Coming to his right. They show two. Kicks it over to Anunoby. Hands it off to Bridges. Quick catch and fire from the right corner. Ooh, Bridges can't get that one to go. After knocking down his first four, he missed his last two. Here comes Maxey pushing the other way. Rushed that corner one a little bit there. Maxey coming to his right. He's got some space. Steps back. Jericho Sims forced to switch onto him. Has it up top, dancing with it. Hesitation move, now pulling it back. Good defense from Sims so far. Now gets it over to George. Good defense by Sims to force Maxey to give it up. Paul George dancing against Anunoby, leans in, puts up the floater off glass, banks it in. 54-41. Brunson bringing it down. And the Knicks are going to call a timeout. They want to talk a couple of things over. 3:30 to go, and the Knicks with a 13-point lead right now. Feels like it should be a little bit bigger, but I'm not gonna quibble too much right now. Relic of the Soul, what's up, Relic? Shaw said, Precious is good at weak side defense. In theory, he should be. He's quick, he's athletic. Right? He's got verticality, he can jump high, but at 6'8", he should be better than he's been so far this year. And he has been in his previous seasons, but this year he just hasn't. I can't say that he's been good at weak side defense this year. I can't. Even when he's played the four alongside Towns, I can't say that. Keenan Hart said, oh man, I got to call it like I see it. OG just not playing well. I really think he's hurt. He might be hurt. I think he's gassed out. I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, what could be bothering Anunoby? I think he's mentally fatigued, more so than physically. Keenan said he's got verticality, so he's tall. He can jump high. He's tall and he can jump high, is what I meant, Keenan. Yeah, he's got verticality, meaning he's tall and he can jump high. He can use the rule of verticality well, but he hasn't done that all that well this year. I was using my thing as a mic, and it was echoing my voice. I'm so used to holding my microphone. I was using this as a mic. The thing with I think he's mentally fatigued. Like, they're asking so much of Anunoby as a weak side defender and as an on-ball defender. MBM said OG is tired and clumsy. He is also a little bit clumsy. But I think, like, if you guys haven't been keeping up with how the schedule is going to work out, they have a game against Philly tonight, obviously. And then they have Friday night game against Minnesota. It's going to be an emotionally charged game with Minnesota coming to the Garden. DiVincenzo and Randall's return. If you guys didn't know, DiVincenzo is now in the starting lineup for Minnesota and has been hooping his brains out. He's been fantastic in the starting lineup for Minnesota. But they have the whole weekend off. No Saturday, no Sunday. But they have a back-to-back Atlanta, Brooklyn, but then they have 3 days off. Those 3 days off might save the season for the Knicks. Like, it's going to be a point before we have, like, the week off for the All-Star break where guys like OG Anunoby, Towns, and Brunson, and Hart, and Bridges, like our starting five, basically, can kind of just mentally reset, rest their bodies, get their rest in and whatnot, and finally, like, have a legit break in the schedule. A 3-day off period in the middle of the season is, it's going to do wonders. You rarely see that. You get that maybe once a year. So it's going to be great. It's going to be great. 25-26 said, OG is used to only playing 35 games a season. Yeah, for injury purposes, but he hasn't missed a game this year. And this is, I believe, the 42nd game. It's either the 42nd or 43rd game, something like that. We're halfway through the season now. But what they're asking of OG Anunoby to be an offensive threat and a release valve for this team, as well as be like an absolute demon lockdown defensive player, is just, it's been a lot for him. It's been a lot for him. But I think he needs a little bit of a reset here. I think that break is going to do him well. Here we go. We're back into it. Brunson has it up top, coming to his left off a Sims screen. They show two defenders. He steps back, pump fakes, kicks it inside the Sims, and it's a shot clock violation. We got to make quicker decisions, y'all. Come on, Brunson, quicker decisions. Kenor said, yeah, we all want Devo back. Yeah, man. Devo's awesome. I miss him a lot. I really do. I really do. Paul George up top attacking to his right. Gets it over to Maxey. Down low, goes up against Jericho Sims, and he gets his finger roll layup to go. Sims just kind of backs off and gives him the layup instead of giving him the end one. Mark said, JB in a bit of a fog, it seems. He started off the game very well. Sat down for a bit. And I think just figuring out the way Philly's changed up their defense on him. They're bringing a double team, so now he's got to adjust. See, they have two here. Pocket pass to Sims, kicks it out to Anunoby, extra pass to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, cross-court pass to almost nobody. Bridges able to save it, puts up the three, comes up short. Josh Hart comes flying in, but can't grab the rebound. Home run pass to Paul George, who's going to go up and throw it down. Come on, Knicks. 54-45, a 9-point game now. And a timeout from the Knicks in this zone is killing the Knicks a little bit. Brunson, give the damn ball up, my man. Go stand in the corner, be a secondary playmaker. When they go to the zone, I don't want Brunson as the ball handler, mainly as the ball handler. Of course, I want him as the ball handler, but go to the wing, man. Have Josh Hart handle that ball up top because they're not going to show nearly as much pressure. AP said, what did they say about Towns? I believe it was like sore thumb or something. I believe it was sore thumb. He was questionable coming into tonight. Maybe there's a more official ruling. Let me look up real quick. MBM reminding people to hit the like button. Yes, if you're in the stream and you haven't hit the like button, please go ahead. Hit that like button. It really does help. It's the best way. I don't just say that just to say it. It really is the best way to support the stream. It is the best way to help grow a stream. It's like that and hitting the share button, but I wouldn't go as far as to tell you to hit the share button. Liking, it literally takes less than a second. Hit the thumbs up button, that's all you got to do. Oh, no. Hold on. Bone chip in Karl Anthony Towns' thumb. Didn't keep him from playing tonight. He was ruled out because of the thumb sprain. That seems like good news for Towns and the Knicks. Towns is day-to-day, will presumably be back when he's cleared from the sprain. So a sprained thumb. So he'll be able to play through the injury. He'll just presumably have it taped up before games, and he's out because of the sprain. Brunson has it up top, attacking the zone again, driving it down, gets caught in the air and throws it over to nobody. Anunoby able to save it. Shot clock winding down. We got to get it up. Gets the layup to go. And beautiful drive from OG Anunoby. Gets the lefty layup to go. You rarely hear me say that beautiful drive from Anunoby. AV said sprains hurt. They do. They do. You can play through that pain, though. You're a professional athlete. It is your job to play through the pain, but it's probably going to affect them for a little bit. For a lot of it, actually. And Sims, two hands on that. He's driving towards the basket. Foul on Jericho Sims. It was a pass. Foul on the floor. Keenar said, yeah, I don't know about that thumb ligament. Those sometimes need repair. It doesn't sound like he's opting for surgery, and it doesn't sound like he's just listed as day-to-day as Maxey misses the little finger roll floater, and Anunoby knocks the pass out of bounds. But Keenar said offseason. Yeah, it's probably going to be dealt with in the offseason with either surgery or just like extensive rest. But Sire Left says bone chip sounds like dunking the ball too forcefully. Was it? No, it was off of what was it? It was either like a dunk attempt or a block attempt or something where his hand got caught under the basket and against the rim. There was a specific play that happened last night where it really hurt his hand. And then as the game went on and he remained in the game, he kept getting his hand whacked and kept holding on to that hand. Maxey's got to chuck it up with the shot clock winding down, hit the back of the rim, long rebound. Paul George, oh no, not Paul George. Edwards over Brunson, able to get the offensive rebound and layup. I had to look at him for a second to figure out who it was. Bridges has it on the right wing, coming to his left, and Oubre steals it. No, they called a foul on Oubre. Shaw said level 3 sprain requires surgery. All of this is dependent. You know, Google's not going to give you what the diagnosis is for a professional athlete. You know, like that may be for regular people who don't have the best doctors and best trainers in the world to take care of them on a day-to-day process, but could get surgery in the offseason. It doesn't sound like he's looking to get surgery now. Maybe if it gets worse, he'll get surgery at some point, but Bridges attacking along the baseline, bounce pass to Achua, in the paint, catches, pump fake, goes up, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. We get the Burning's backboard. Yeah, he hit it on like under the backboard, like right at the corner or something. And he like bent his hand in a weird way or smacked his hand against it in a weird way. And then that's where the initial injury happened. Keenard said, I have been saying I'm worried it might need surgery. It might need surgery. It doesn't sound like he's looking for surgery, but Achua at the foul line for 2 free throws. Please knock down your free throws, Precious. He does knock down his 2 free throws. Giving the Knicks an 11-point lead here. Under a minute to go. 58-47. Both teams in the bonus. Maxey has it up top. Hands it off to George. Not George, Edwards. Now Yabusele has it up top. Hands it off to Maxey. Coming to his right, dancing around the screen. Bridges chasing. In and out dribble. Attacking to his left. Gets to the basket. Tries to go to the reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Yabusele with the rebound and just had to lay it up and in, and he missed the layup. And now Brunson will bring it down and try to hold it for the final shot of the quarter. But there's about a 6-7 difference between game clock and shot clock. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Maxey. They show 2, driving it down, picks up the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws with 11 seconds to go. NBM said the Knicks don't give any info about injuries. No, they don't. No, they don't. Weekend at Bernie said, like Dad always said, rub dirt on it and get back out there, for sure. Absolutely, absolutely. And he will. He was listed as day-to-day. He's listed as day-to-day right now. So I presume he'll be back either. He'll be back for that Minnesota game. Let's be real. He's going to want to play that Minnesota game in the Garden. Brunson at the foul line for 2 free throws, knocks the first one down. Got one more coming with 11 seconds to go. And he goes 2 for 2 after missing 2 earlier in the game. Knocks those 2 down. Paul George bringing it down, being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his right. Brunson switches out onto Paul George. He's dancing with it. Kicks it out to Maxey, driving to his left, splits the defense, goes up at the buzzer, can't get it to go. He's looking for a foul call, he doesn't get it. Good defense from Precious Achiuwa and Jalen Brunson. Forces a tough layup attempt from Maxey. A lot of contact, no foul. And that'll be the end of the first half for the Knicks. 60-47, not bad. Not bad, we'll take it. We'll take it. Feels like it should be a little bit more, but Philly's doing a decent job of at least hanging around. They also did this the other night against Oklahoma City. Although you have to assume that OKC brought like their C- game to that game, knowing that none of the 5 starters were playing that night. But Keenan Hart said, Cat will play versus Minnesota for sure if it isn't completely severed. Yes, for sure. For sure. He will be playing Friday, which is good. Because if you guys didn't know, we will not be doing the stream Friday, unfortunately. The reason we can't do the stream on Friday for a big Knicks versus Timberwolves game is because I will be in the building. I will be at Madison Square Garden to witness this game live, in person, in the flesh, welcoming back our guys, Dante DiVincenzo and Julius Randle. I can't wait, and I hope Karl Anthony Towns does indeed play, because it would be a bummer for the one game I go to a year for him not to play. But it should be a good game. Can't hard stream it anyway. I wish I could, man. I wish I could. I will say, though, I'll be on the Chase Bridge, so it's not like I won't have room. I'll have room. Gigi said, getting my Valanciunas jersey, it's officially a Knick. I want nothing to do with Jonas Valanciunas. I would rather take the risk with Mitchell Robinson and his health concerns than have Jonas Valanciunas on my team. 10 times out of 10. Kenar said, if Valanciunas is a Knick, probably bad news for Cat. I would think bad news for Mitchell Robinson. But I guess, yeah, I guess. Abe said, Dolan will spot you right away. Yeah, I mean, they got security guards all through that bridge. Let's go around the league. Let's go through the box score. Let's look at yesterday's slate of games. Let me do this first. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. The Celtics are playing the Raptors. Can RJ and Quickly come through for us in beating the Celtics once again and getting us closer to that seed? As long as the Celtics are also losing, I can't be too upset at the Knicks losing. Although they are giving away the opportunity right now to catch up to the Celtics. Porzingis with 8, Holiday with 4, White with 3, Tatum with 4, Brown with 4, some egalitarian scoring right now, Pritchard with 7. How are the Raptors doing? Tied at 34. Similarly, everyone is getting in on the action. RJ with 5, no Quickly yet again. Barnes with 5, okay. All right. Okay. Chris Boucher. I'm a fan of Chris Boucher. I'd rather trade Achua for Chris Boucher, I'm not going to lie. AB said Shaq looks old now. He's always looked old. He has an old-looking face. He looked old when he was 20. Bruce Brown's also another interesting name. Knicks have always been interested in Bruce Brown. You know, I said, me too, I totally like Boucher. I've liked Boucher for a while. I thought he was going to be the Knicks' answers as a stretch center off the bench. Like, I was like, go get Chris Boucher. He's probably super cheap. AB said, I remember him young. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But again, like, he was, at 20 years old, he looked old to me. Gigi said, okay, Knicks fans, a Capella or Valanciunas? How about neither? How about neither, Gigi? Why do you want a center? Why do you want a center? The Knicks have far greater needs than a center. Also, by the way, hold on. Let's go through the Knicks box score, because another thing that's bothering me about Tom Thibodeau right now. The hell are you doing, Tibbs? Tibbs, the hell are you doing with this bench? Where the hell is the Landry Shamet minutes? What the... Don't go to an 8-man rotation. Don't do that. Everybody's finally healthy. You have the go-to option of going to a regular 9-man rotation. There's no way in no world that Landry Shamet can't give you the campaign 7 minutes a game here. And then you can spare your starters a little bit more. Why did Josh Hart play 21 minutes when he got Shamet sitting on the bench? He can play in this game. Oh, man, Tom Thibodeau is getting real hard to defend this year, man. He's getting real hard to defend. Where's the Landry Shamet minutes? The team is finally fully healthy, obviously outside of Mitchell Robinson, but Mitchell Robinson will presumably come in and just take the pressures of Achua minutes. So where is Landry Shamet? Why can't Landry Shamet play with this team all of a sudden? Why can't he play with the team all of a sudden? What happened? He was playing perfectly fine. I mean, obviously we wanted him to shoot more. We wanted him to get more threes up. But Mark said Cat will be back within a week. He finished the game 2 days ago. He heard it early. I mean, adrenaline keeps you going in the game, so that doesn't mean much to me that he played the game in the game that he injured it. But I assume he'll be back for Friday for that game. Relic of the Soul said healthy is good. That's why. You know what's also good? Good basketball players. And you know what? Jonas Valanciunas is no longer a good basketball player. I don't understand the Shamet situation. They finally got their full backups for now with Mitchell Robinson out and Achua in to go to a 9-man rotation and save some of these players. The hell did Shamet do to not play? He was fine. The defensive intensity was great. I thought he was very good defensively. He couldn't hit a shot, nor would he even take a shot. But throw Shamet out there. The hell are we doing? There's no way we waited and the front office went through all of that minutia to release him, then draft him with their G League pick, to then have him rehab and work with the G League team, to bring him back with the full team. There's no way they went through all of that to finally get him back healthy with the team for you to just be like, nah, I'm not going to play him. I'm just going to go rock with 8 guys tonight. How do I defend that? Tibbs, what do you want me to tell the people, Tibbs? There is no defense for this. There's no defense for this. There's no way you have a healthy Landry Shamet sitting on the bench right now and you don't play him and opt to instead go to an 8-man rotation. That's psychotic behavior. That doesn't make sense. That is bad coaching. That is flat out bad coaching. Kinar said Paolo's back. Uh-oh, he is. 9:13. They just started this game, so I guess we'll check on it later. Mavs Pelicans just tipped off. Is my man Zion playing? I don't know why I'm so invested in Zion this year. I want to see him do well. He is not playing tonight. Oh, no, he's coming off the bench. No, he's not coming off the bench. He's not playing. He wouldn't come off the bench. He would be in the starting lineup. Mark said, call him up. The radio phone right behind you. We'll call him up in a second for sure. I need an answer. I need an answer. How does that make sense? Brother Brooklyn, sportainment guy, appreciate you. Sportainment guy in the building, Brother Brooklyn. Contreras, appreciate you, Brother Brooklyn. AB said, didn't Zion play yesterday? I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess he can't play in back-to-back situations. I'm just invested in seeing Zion do well this year. And he's letting me down. These games just sort of tipped off. Obviously, the Knicks were the earliest game tonight, starting at 7, along with the Celtics-Raptors game. But I guess we'll tune in a little bit. But overall, I mean, Mikal Bridges is hooping. He's 6 for 12, 4 for 7 from 3. Hit his first 4, missed his last 3, so hopefully that doesn't continue. Hopefully he gets back on track to making threes. Josh Hart with 5 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, a very Josh Hardian type of game. Brunson with 11, 2 boards, 2 assists. Jericho, I think, is playing pretty decent, pretty fine. 3 points, 4 boards, doing his job, doing his thing out there. I mean, nothing as of note, but doing fine, doing his job. Anunoby 2 for 6, did hit a 3 to start the game. 3 boards, 2 assists as well. He's been okay. He's been all right. Obviously, we want more from OG, but I'll reevaluate OG Anunoby starting next Saturday after their weekend off and the 3 days they'll have. Then they have Sacramento, Memphis, and Denver. So that's when I'll evaluate him. That little 3-game stretch to end the month. Sacramento, Memphis, Denver. Number 1, those are really tough games. He's going to have tough matchups in them, and he's going to be very much needed in those games, in all 3 of them. So I'll evaluate him at that point after they get a little bit of rest in. Weekend at Bernie said Tibbs is getting old. He's approaching 70, man. Approaching 70. Sire Love, I'm hoping New Orleans avoid Zion's contract and use Nick Surge can get him on approved deal next year. Let's go Knicks. I don't think they're going to avoid Zion's contract just because you can't let him go for nothing. Can't let him go for nothing. Chi said, I believe that when the Knicks get it together, they'll go on a 15-game winning streak. I hope so. I hope so. Abe said, Nola beat Chicago. Zion had 21, 9, and 7. He's just too talented, which is what makes it so disappointing. I want to see him play well, man. Keenhar said Zion's weight actually looks good. I said the other day, Keenhar, when I watched that Pelicans versus Celtics game, because obviously I was rooting for the Celtics to lose. They pulled it out at the very end. But he is the most explosive I've seen him since Duke. He looks phenomenal. He looked phenomenal in that Boston game that I watched. I watched pretty much the whole thing. He had one play that I called out, I think it was last night during the stream, where he was cutting across the lane. They hit him cutting across the lane. He caught it, took his 2 steps, and literally it looked like he jumped off a trampoline, like he was back at Duke, where he rose up and went so violently towards the basket. It is the best way to describe it. It was a violent attack on the rim. And Luke Cornett was guarding the basket. He went straight up, and Zion went right through his chest. Now, he couldn't get to the basket for the dunk, so he kind of threw up a layup. But they called the foul, and he went to the foul line for 2 free throws. But I was like, whoa, that is the first time in his NBA career that I've seen him look that explosive. It reminded me of watching him at Duke. I was like, oh, there he is. I haven't seen that version of Zion in the NBA yet. And there he was that night. And I just, since seeing that game, I'm all aboard the Zion hype wagon. I think the second he gets, because he's not long for New Orleans. He's going to be off that team one way or another soon, especially either during or after this contract. But the second he goes to an organization that like is an actual real professional organization, and I feel bad for New Orleans fans, but that Pelicans organization is not run well at all. Once he goes to an organization that really invests into him and like shows him good habits and good practices and whatnot, and he gets real culture around him, he's instantly going to start hitting that MVP superstar level ceiling that I think we all saw for him. Now, it might be too little too late. He does have a ton of injuries on his body. He does have a ton of weight issues and whatnot. But I just hope, man. I still got hope out there for some reason. I still think it's possible for him. Weekend at Bernie said, we'd love to see Zion in a New York Knicks uniform. Yeah. Davey said Zion Williamson killed Kevin Knox's NBA life. He did. Relic said, tell me why you wouldn't put in a few bigs, 2 to 3 minutes with facilitators and cutters so that they end up hanging back for defense and limit running and fast break exposure, but also train them hard. We can put a few bigs, 2 to 3 minutes with facilitators and cutters so that they can end up hanging back for defense. I'm not sure what you're saying, Relic, but if you're saying, like, just have a guy hang back while the other 4 players go play offense, it's because this is the NBA and it would be way too easy to guard. Not sure what you mean, Relic. Chichi said, what if Zion's pulling to James Harden to get out of Nola, become a Knick, and we turn him into Spreewell? Because there's no way that New Orleans would move Zion for anything less than a superstar package, because that's what he deserves to get. But, it would have to be off a trade. Because I don't think they're going to, like, just play that situation out up until his free agency in 3 years from now. Like, that's way too long. He's going to get traded at some point. Mark said, I'm not sure about Zion, to be honest. It's definitely a huge risk. I haven't seen enough from him. I know it's his environment, but his attitude and drive is suspect to me. I don't know. For sure, Mark, for sure. It's a huge risk. It would be you betting on the situation in New Orleans has created the dysfunction with Zion's career rather than Zion being dysfunctional and not taking his career seriously. That would be the bet you were making. And I'm not sure if that's a bet worthy to take, but definitely, the talent is there. Boy, oh boy, is the talent there. Relic said, does Zion fit ego-wise? I think he would. I think leaving a team would definitely humble a person, and having like Brunson on your team and Josh Hart as leaders would definitely, do him wonders. Oubre ends up with a wide open left corner three coming out to start the second half off a nice ball movement and pass from Maxey. And that's one way to start it off, cutting it to a 10-point game. 60-50. I didn't even get to call Tibbs. We'll call him during the first time out, I guess. He might be a little busy. He might not pick up, but Josh Hart has it up top being guarded by Gordon. Gets it over to Brunson. Coming down to his left in the paint, puts up the floater, rattles it in. Remember start of the year, Brunson was missing that little floater in the lane constantly? Like it wasn't as automatic as it was last year. Now it's starting to get back to being automatic. He not missing those anymore. Just had to warm it up a little bit. Paul George driving it down, fall away jumper over Sims, air balls it. Great defense from the Knicks. Josh Hart bringing it down. Has it up top. Hands it off to Anunoby. Anunoby, quick crossover to his right, driving it down, leaves it off for Josh Hart. Josh Hart has it up top. Bullet pass inside to Jericho Sims, who throws it down with two hands. And Josh Hart, again, being a fantastic facilitator all night long, finds Jericho Sims under the basket, standing by himself for a two-handed jam. Maxey coming to his right off a couple of screens. Sims switches out onto him. Maxey dancing with it, pulls it back, a step back right wing three. Comes up well short. Yabusele with the offensive rebound, kicks it out to George. Brunson comes out to guard him. George has it on the left wing. Attacking to his right. Has it in the post. They show double team out to Eric Gordon. The deep left wing three. Splashes in nothing but net. Keenan said I was talking up Zion last year. I'm talking him up this year. I'm right there with you, Keenan this year. This year, when I saw that game against Boston, I was like, oh, he's back. Oh, there's Zion. There he is. Brunson driving it down, step back, long pull up two. Comes up short, can't get it to go. Oubre with the rebound. Here comes Maxey. It's 64-53. 10 minutes to go here in the third. We're 2 minutes into the second half here. They feed Paul George in the post. Josh Hart switches onto him. Attacking along the baseline, goes up against Josh Hart. Josh Hart comes over the block. Yes, sir, Josh Hart, Paul George, who? Josh Hart pushing it down now, gets it out to Brunson. He's going to drive it down, Euro stepping down the lane, puts up a little floater, comes up short. Oubre rips down the rebound. We got to spread that out to three. Everybody cut into the paint. Maxey driving it down against Anunoby, flips it up to the basket, can't get it to go, gets his own offensive rebound, and puts it up and in. As the Knicks could not predict where that offensive rebound was going to go. Maxey knew where it was going to go. He was the one who shot it. He should. Good play from Maxey, cutting it down to a single-digit game. 9-point lead for the Knicks. Josh Hart up top, attacking, coming down to his right, leaves it off for Bridges. Little baseline pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Sims with the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Cross-court pass. Bridges standing all by himself in the right corner for three. Splashes it down. You know what was great about Mikal Bridges knocking down that right corner three? I felt like that was going in. Once they hit him and he was wide open in the right corner by himself, I was like, oh, that's going in. And I haven't felt that, majority of the season this year. And that felt really good to be like, oh, that Mikal three, that's definitely going in. That felt great. I used to feel that with DiVincenzo. And it was nice to feel that with the Bridges three there. Paul George steals it off the inbound from Jericho Sims. Maxey stole it. And then Maxey turns it over, trying to bounce it to Yabusele. And then fouls Brunson, fighting for the loose ball. Maxey also did knock down a nice little finger roll floater over OG Anunoby after crossing over the team. Mark said, OG's walking the entire length of the floor. You're right, Chef. He seems gassed. He was asked to do a lot to start the year. Brunson, a pull-up jumper, gets a nice friendly bounce off the back rim, gets to the drop. Remember to start the year, we were all talking about how, OG feels like the most consistent player this year. Like he was active defensively, and he was just dominant offensively. Like he was super consistent. As Anunoby slipped and hit the floor, he's late. He's slow to get up too. He just looks real tired out there. I also think mentally he's probably really tired. Maxey leaning in, draws the foul on Sims. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. That is also 4 fouls on Jericho Sims now. He looks real tired right now. Looks real tired. I also think it's a mental thing. Sire Love said OG needs to fake an injury. Maybe, Sire, maybe. Unironically, I think they need to give him some rest days. Give him some what are they called? What are they called now? Load management days. They need to give him some load management days. Keenar said he's also a clear one-name guy. Who? Zion? That's who. Yeah. I mean, Zion's such a great name. You know, like that's a basketball name right there. Zion, Mount Zion. AB said because Tibbs burns everybody out. Yeah. I mean, look, I can't even really argue with it. AP. Halftime, I was killing Tibbs. Where is the Shamit minutes? Josh Hart almost throws it to nobody. Anunoby gets it. Back up top to Hart. Swings it over to Brunson. Brunson, no hesitation. Left wing three. Comes up short. Sims tips it out. Brunson had it. Lost it. Josh Hart picks it up. Kicks it over to Bridges. A right corner three. In and out. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the offensive rebound. Gets fouled by Yabusele. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. AB said we need him to have a big game. It's very rare. I think we just need him to get some rest. We just need him to knock down the open shots. I don't even need him to have a big, 25-point, 30-point night. I don't really need that as Josh Hart misses a free throw. We can't be missing free throws, y'all. Come on. It's a 10-point game. I need Anunoby to knock down open threes and be dominant defensively. And he hasn't done either of those things. That's all I'm asking him to do. Especially with Mikal Bridges stepping up offensively as he has since his slow start of the year. Josh Hart knocks down the second free throw, 70-59. Maxey bringing it down. 7.5 to go here in the third quarter. Oubre has it up top, hands it off to George, hands it off to Maxey. Now over to George, now over to Yabusele, back to George on the handoff. Back to Yabusele coming down the middle of the lane. Kicks it out to Gordon. Gordon, the right wing three, over Brunson, splashes it. His third three of the game. Kwame Robertson, what's up, Kwame? Is everyone playing? Karl Anthony Towns is out tonight. And apparently Shamit is not allowed to play anymore. Brunson has it up top, gets it over to Josh Hart, driving it down, throws a terrible lob to Jericho Sims. Come on, Josh Hart. Home run pass out to Maxey, goes for the scoop layup around Brunson, gets it to go. Beautiful layup from Maxey there. They get it over to Brunson on the left wing in transition, trying to get an easy one, and they do. Brunson with the pull-up three in transition. Beautiful pass from Bridges. Cross-court pass to Brunson in transition there. Paul George has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. They get it over to Yabusele. Hands it off to Maxey. Coming to his right. Pulling it back. Step back deep. Straightaway three over Sims. Splashes it right between the eye of Jericho Sims. Tough shot from Maxey. He saw Jericho Sims on there. He saw the space. He said, I'm going to knock this down. Brunson, quick crossover to his right. Gets it over to Bridges in the corner. Up top to Josh Hart. Extra pass to Anunoby. Puts it up on the left wing. Knocks it down. Gets the 3 points right back. OG. There we go. Knock it down. Get involved, OG. Oubre bringing it down. Gets it over to Yabusele. Yabusele up top. Good denial defense from Bridges to keep it out of Maxey's hands. Over to Oubre. Oubre coming to his left off the Yabusele screen. Attacking. Along the baseline. Kicks it out to George. Right corner three. Can't get it to go down. Josh Hart with the rebound. He's pushing the other way. Come on, Josh. All right, he's going to slow it down a little bit. Halfway point here in the third quarter. They get it over to Anunoby on the left wing. Attacking to his right. Kicks it back out to Bridges. Almost throws it away. Bridges able to save it. Has it up top. He's going to look to go one-on-one against Yabusele here. Dancing with it. Crosses over to his right, getting in the lane. Scoop layup, gets it to go. I want to see more of that, Mikal. Don't sprinkle that in every now and again. No, that should be a go-to move. You get a mismatch, attack. Eric Gordon attacking, gets to the front of the rim. Jericho Sims with already 4 fouls. Didn't want to commit another one. Gives Eric Gordon the easy layup there. 79-68. Or 78-69, excuse me. Brunson gets it over to Sims. Sims over to Bridges. Bridges over to Josh Hart. Foul line, pull-up jumper. Comes up short. Long rebound. Yabusele grabs it. He's pushing the other way. They're going to have some numbers. They get it over to Gordon. Catches. Pump fakes. They throw it down low to Yabusele. They bring a double team. Yabusele has it in the corner. Kicks it out to Maxey. Wide open left wing three. In and out. Can't get it to stay. Fight for the rebound. Josh Hart grabs it. Knicks catch a little bit of a break there. It's already a 9-point game. They kick it over to Anunoby. Anunoby in the right wing. Bullet pass inside to Josh Hart. Josh Hart kicks it back to Anunoby. Wide open right corner three. Come on, OG. Ooh, halfway down. We needed that one, OG. Like I said, we need you to hit the open ones. Just that's all I'm asking. Just hit the open threes. Paul George bringing it down. Philly's going to call a timeout. Knicks with a 9-point lead. Feels like it should be more. Feels like it should be more. AB said, I don't think Tibbs will finish his extension. Did he get the extension? Kwame said, why isn't Shamet allowed to play? I was mostly joking, Kwame, but if Landry Shamet's fully healthy, why is he not playing tonight? Why is he not a part of the rotation is my larger point. Kenard, yes, he got the extension? Oh, man. I can't remember because I know there was a ton of conversation about whether or not he would get it, and I can't remember if he actually did or not. AP, the score is 79 to, let me repeat that. The score is 78 to 69, and it is a 9-point game with about 4.5 to go here in the third quarter. Keenahar said, I'm so frustrated we can't get Huck 40 minutes. I know. I'm with you. I like Huck 40 a lot. The Tom Thibodeau contract. What does his contract look like after this extension? Tom Thibodeau contract. He signed a 3-year extension in July of 2024, which should bring him to 2028, I believe. It will take him through the 2027-2028 season, just like I thought. Weekend at Bernie's, top 10 in minutes, 5 of them are Knicks. Yeah, I know. And it's there's really no defending that. There's really no defending that. There really isn't. Like tonight, he's running an 8-man rotation. Where the hell is Shamet? Why can't you extend it to 9? Give Bridges a little bit more of a breather. Give Anunoby a little bit more of a breather. Give Josh Hart more of a breather. There's no reason they should be at 28, 26, and 26 when you got Shamet available. Why are you running 2 guards and a backup big who's 6'8"? What is the reason? Kenny McLeod, what's up, Kenny? Reminding people to thumbs up button. Yes, if you're in the stream and you haven't hit the like button, please go ahead. Hit the thumbs up button. Like the stream. It is the best way to support the stream, y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really, honestly, truly. I can't come up with a reason. There's literally not a reason available. Shamet was playing perfectly fine. Like I said, yes, we wanted more from him offensively. We wanted him to take more threes. We wanted him to be more aggressive offensively, but he was doing everything asked of him defensively. He was playing perfectly fine defensively. Why go to an 8-man rotation when you have a 9th guy perfectly available who's been a part of, like, winning rotations? Like, I don't think Shamet's changing the team around or anything, but there's no reason to not play him. No reason. Ziggy Man, what's up, Ziggy Man? You know, I've been very friendly to Tom Thibodeau this year. In the sense that, like, you know, I've been trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Bench isn't great. You know, leaning on your starters. I get doing that, especially earlier in the year with some of the injuries that they had, but this makes no sense to me. There is no defending this. Maxey attacking along the baseline. Gets caught into the basket. Great defense from the Knicks. Throws it over the top to Paul George. Loses the handle. Brunson picks it up, and he goes up and he lays it up and in. There we go. Get an easy one, Knicks. Get an easy one. Okay, easy. Brunson really tried for that dunk. He did. He did try for it. I don't think he fully got it. He got to grab the rim. Paul George driving it in on Brunson. Goes to the basket and gets the layup to go. Just being bigger, stronger, and better. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson has it up top. Being guarded by Justin Edwards. Bridges, nice pass inside the Sims, who goes up, misses it, and then tries to get the offensive putback, but a foul on Maxey. Is that the 4th foul on Maxey? 3rd foul on Maxey? Rudy, what's up, Rudy Booty? Rudy said maybe they're using him for trade bait and don't want him to get hurt. He's coming off an injury. He's played like 5 games. Nobody is trading for Landry Shamet and doesn't know who Landry Shamet is. They can't trade him, actually. He's not tradable because they signed him later in the year. You can use him as trade bait. So, no, they're not using him as trade bait. He can't be traded. He signed a contract middle of the season because of the shoulder surgery. And you have to wait a certain amount of months before you can trade a guy after signing him to a contract. Ziggy Man, appreciate you for the subscription, my man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Jericho Sims missed the first free throw, does get the second one, giving the Knicks a 10-point lead. Paul George has it on the right wing, being guarded by Anunoby. Dancing with it, handed off to Yabusele. Yabusele coming to his right, 3:30 to go. Knicks with a 10-point lead, 81-71. Paul George up top, being guarded by OG. Coming to his right, kicks it over to Maxey on the run, back up top to George. George, a straightaway three, he's open, knocks it down just as the shot clock expires. Beautiful play between Maxey and Paul George. And it's a 7-point game. Josh Hart bringing it down. Brunson coming to his left, off the sim screen, gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, straightaway three, off the back rim, long rebound. Maxey tips it to himself. It's a 3-on-1 with Brunson as the lone defender, and Maxey gets the layup to go. And just like that, it's a 5-point game. Josh Hart bringing it down. And he's upset with his teammates at something. He's got his hands up in the air. Josh Hart gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Edwards. Jab step, driving to his left, gets it over to Josh Hart. He's got an open lane, kicks it over to Bridges. A left corner three wide open, can't get it to go. Josh Hart rips a rebound down, throws it over the top to Sims. Sims catches it. It was supposed to be for Bridges, but Sims intercepted it. They swing it around, over to Anunoby. On the right wing, pass fake, driving it down, through the contact, lefty layup, can't get it to go. Sims an offensive rebound and two-handed slam. Okay, Jericho. Like I said, I like the way Jericho's played this year over Precious Achiuwa. George bringing it down, dancing with it up top, coming to his left, dancing with it, quick crossover to his left, attacking Sims, leans in, gets the layup to go over Jericho Sims. Brunson bringing it down now. Swings it over to Josh Hart. Cross-court pass to Bridges, attacking to his right, in the paint, tries to kick it out to Anunoby. And they're going to say it's off of OG Anunoby. Under 2 minutes to go. It's a 5-point game. K. Hazy said they're being a bit lazy now. It's not laziness, K. Hazy. They played the entirety of the third quarter. We got 1:40 to go, and Tom Thibodeau has not made one substitution in the second half here. Like, how does that make sense? How does that make sense? How does the bench played pretty well in the first half? Like, I like the campaign minutes. I love the Deuce McBride minutes. I thought Precious was okay. How the hell do we not get any second half minutes from them? 10 minutes into the second half, not a single substitution so far. AB said, of course they're going to fold. I can't even put the onus on the players right now. I really can't. I really can't. How is your first substitution of the second half coming at the 10-minute mark? At the 10.5-minute mark, I should even say. There's 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and Tom Thibodeau finally sent Precious Achiuwa and Deuce McBride to the scores table. It's like he forgets that he has to make substitutions. It's like when you're playing 2K and you're just playing, and you're like, oh, I forgot I got to make substitutions. Like you turn auto subs off, and you're like, oh, I forgot. No wonder I'm missing all my shots. All my players are exhausted. I can't even blame the players right now. I can't. Now when the first substitution comes with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Tibbs, buddy, I'm trying with you. I'm trying. There's no defending that. There's no reason to do that. Keith Kendrick, what's up, Keith? Relic said, is he trying to push conditioning or does he have dementia? Does he need a subs coach? He needs a subs coach, but everything I've ever heard and read about Tom Thibodeau is that he... Juatude, what's up, Juatude? With the subscription. Appreciate you, brother. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you for that. Everything I've ever read about everything I've ever read about Tom Thibodeau is that he pretty much handles everything during the game, and his assistants are mostly take care of like practice stuff. And it's also part of the reason why the substitutions are so terrible. Like you can't do that. You need a substitutions coach, like you said. Dinar said, we're screwed, Chevy, read the cat news. I knew the cat news. We knew that already. I expect him to play on Friday. He's got a bone chip and a sprained thumb. We knew this already. This was reported a little bit ago from Ian Begley. I expect him to play Friday. Paul George, a pull-up jumper in the paint, gets it to go over Mikal Bridges. Bridges has it up top. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Paul George. Coming to his left off the Achua screen. Quick crossover to his right. Step back. Gets it over to Achua. Achua in and out dribble. Crosses over to his left. Driving it down. Kicks it out to nobody. Knocked out of bounds with 0.4 on the clock. Keith said, now we're panicking. Get Jalen Brunson out of the game. You're going to need him for the fourth quarter. Why is he going to play the whole third quarter? Why is OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart going to play the whole third quarter when you're going to need them to close out the fourth quarter? At some point, you get diminishing returns. Tony, what's up, Tony? Bro, Knicks about to sell. At some point, you get diminishing returns. Not subbing these guys out ever. Paul George driving it down, puts up the floater over Achua, bounces on the rim, and he gets the friendly bounce to drop down. And it's a 1-point game, 83-82. Josh Hart bringing it down. Josh Hart on the left wing, crosses over to his right. A pull-up straightaway three for Josh Hart. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Fighting for it. Ball is loose. McBride able to pick it up in the paint. Pulling it out. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Oubre, excuse me. A pull-up three for Brunson. Well short. Brunson with his own offensive rebound. He's going to slow it down and hold it for the final shot of the quarter. No. About an 8-second difference between game clock and shot clock. 5 seconds on the clock. He's backing down. Doughton Jr. leans in, puts up the floater, gets it to go. Doughton Jr. bringing it down. 5 seconds to go. In and out dribble, coming to his left, catches, pump fakes. He's got to chuck it up over McBride and banks it in. You knew that was going in. And he ties it at 85 going into the fourth quarter. And Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and Mikal Bridges, all four of your most important players tonight with Karl-Anthony Towns out, played the entirety of the third quarter. Mark said, horrible third quarter. And you played your starters the whole third quarter. At some point, you get diminishing returns. You're going to end up playing Brunson the whole second half here. In a January game against the Philadelphia 76ers. That's missing Joel Embiid. That's missing Andre Drummond. They don't even have a center to play tonight. They don't have a center. You said this Knicks team sucks. The team doesn't suck. The way they're being utilized right now does. Campaign played a pretty good first half. You telling me you can't put him in at any point in the third quarter? Jay, what's up, Jay? I've been I've been very kind to Tom Thibodeau this year. Every time you guys bring up like, oh, it's time to fire Tom Thibodeau. Oh, I want to move on from Tom Thibodeau. I've been very kind to Tom Thibodeau because of everything he's done for this team, building up the culture and the organization. There's no defending what's going on tonight. None. Does he, like, I don't know how he doesn't have eyes and doesn't see. The guys are just exhausted. They're exhausted out there. You know, there's a reason why this team comes out, plays really well in the first half, and then as the game goes along, they get grinded down. And they get tired, and shots start to come up short. There's a reason why Bridges shoots really well in the first half, and then come the second half, shots just aren't falling the same way. AB said if they lose this game tonight, I want Tibbs fired tonight. Keith Kendrick said no passing, everything now is Brunson ISO. Because everybody's standing around, Keith. Everyone's exhausted. No one's moving. No one's cutting. And if nobody's going to move, they're going to be like, hey, Brunson, here's the ball. It's not a Brunson thing. It's a team thing. It's an exhaustion thing. It's a Tom Thibodeau thing. Make substitutions, man. Mark L. What's up, Mark? With a C? You make watching the score more fun for sure. Appreciate you, Mark. Appreciate you, man. I try my best for sure. Shah said, we could have ran this team and most teams off the court if we could just play the bench more. Why the hell is Landry Shamet banished to the shadow realm? What did Landry Shamet do that Tom Thibodeau decided I can't play this guy anymore? It makes no sense to go to an 8-man rotation halfway through the regular season in a random game in January. Makes no sense. This makes no sense tonight. This is the most frustrated I've ever been with Tom Thibodeau tonight. AB said, I've been watching the Sixers. They stink. I'm telling you, Knicks should not be struggling with this team. I agree with you, AP. I agree with you. I think this is a Tom Thibodeau issue. David said we need length off the bench. Hey, man, just play the bench. I don't care what they need off the, like, yes, they need better bench players, but, like, Shamet's no slouch. Shamet can play. The fact that he's got 0 minutes tonight is baffling. The fact that Campaign has played 7 minutes tonight is baffling. And he's not going to get back into the game because Tom Thibodeau is going to close with Brunson for the final 12 minutes of the quarter. He's going to play the whole quarter. This is baffling. This is baffling to me. This is a horrific game for Tom Thibodeau to me. This is one of the worst coach games I've seen in a while from Tom Thibodeau. Brunson, in and out dribble, driving to his left, mid-range pull-up jumper, gets it to go. Win, lose, or draw, and I expect the Knicks to win tonight. This is one of the worst coaching games I've seen from Tom Thibodeau, man. Dowan Jr. has it up top, being guarded by McBride. Coming to his left, off an Edwards screen, Brunson switches onto him. Dowan Jr. directing traffic, going nowhere, though. Driving it down, puts up a tough floater over Brunson, gets it to go. Keith Kendrick said, do you see the guys Phillies playing Dowan, Edwards, Bona, G League guys, but we can't play rookies? I mean, Bona is the rookie, but yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Bona ends up fouling Brunson out on the perimeter. I don't even care about playing the rookie. Play Landry Shamet. Play Campaign. Play Landry Shamet. Play the bench. Just play anybody other than starters. Look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. 7 minutes for Campaign? In his 7 minutes, he had 6 points, 2 assists, and a steal? That's solid. That's more than solid. It's exactly what you're expecting from your bench. And he doesn't get to play the second half at all. And you're telling me that 0 minutes for Landry Shamet. You're telling me that Tom Thibodeau doesn't have anybody to play on the bench. We got guys to play on the bench. We got somebody. We got a guy to play on the bench. Lionel Monis, what's up, Lionel? Losing this game would be disappointing. More than disappointing. This would be disastrous. This would be like, oh, we gotta have a conversation as an organization right now about what we gotta do about this. Shah said, have a feeling Down Jr. is about to heat up. He did bank in that 3 at the buzzer, and he opened up the fourth quarter, knocking down a tough floater against Brunson. So, very well could, and it wouldn't be surprising. Anunoby gets it into Josh Hart, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Edwards. Dancing with it. Inside pass to Josh Hart, leaves it off for Achua, goes up. And they call a goaltend on a Dembona saying he reached in through the basket to get the block shot on Precious Achiuwa. And he absolutely did reach again over inside the basket. How do you argue that? How do you argue that? His hand was fully through the rim. Here comes Tyrese Maxey. Scoreboard, what's going on with scoreboard? It's 89-87 with 10:45 to go. Maxey has it up top, snaking his way down the lane. Now attacking to his right, puts up the floater, bouncing on the rim, can't get it to go. McBride with the rebound. Here comes Josh Hart. Josh Hart has it on the left wing. Gets it over to Brunson. Down low to Anunoby. Attacking to his right along the baseline. Slips and falls. Saves it over to Achiuwa. Kicks it out to McBride. Extra pass to Josh Hart. Extra pass to Brunson. Extra pass to Anunoby. All right, corner three. Quick catch and fire and shoot. Can't get it to go. Achiuwa with the offensive rebound. Goes up. Gets blocked. Loose ball. Josh Hart picks it up. Cross court to Anunoby. Swing through coming down the lane. Pass inside to Achiuwa. Pump fakes. And he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Finally, we got something. Finally, they got something. Great ball movement, but working hard, man. Working hard. Chichi said this game should definitely get us fired if we lose. It's definitely going to bring up some harsh conversations in that front office. At least it should. Precious Achiuwa at the foul line for 2 free throws, and he misses the first one. Achiuwa's got one more coming. And he misses 2 in a row. Because of course he does. He's showing about 50% from the foul line this season. Knicks are 10 for 17 from the foul line. Dowling Jr. has it up top. Coming to his left off a couple of screens. Snaking it back to his right hand in the paint. Leaves it off for Oubre for an easy two-handed dunk off a pass from the baseline. Off a cut from the baseline, I should say. Tied at 89. Brunson bringing it down, has it on the right wing, being guarded by Maxey. 9:45 to go. Brunson directing traffic, and no one's out there to help him. No one's moving. They swing it over to Anunoby, a left corner three, can't get it to go. Maxey bringing it down the other way. Has it up top, dancing with it. Crosses over to his right, driving it down against Josh Hart. Scoop layup, can't get it to go. He's looking for a foul call. Josh Hart with the rebound. He's pushing the other way. It's a 5-on-4. Josh Hart bringing it down, loses it, picks it back up inside to Anunoby, leaning in, pump fake, goes up, gets blocked, but they call the foul on a Bona. Keenan Hart said, team looks exhausted. I agree. I mean, guys are huffing and puffing, hands on their knees, just exhausted. A lot of standing around offensively. I get when you guys are like, oh, Brunson's doing his ISO thing. You know why he's doing his ISO thing? Because Anunoby comes down offensively and he's just like, oh, and he goes to stand in the corner. He's like, oh, let me just rest here for a little bit, guys. Remember when we got Anunoby last year on the trade? Anunoby's gushing blood, by the way. He got smacked in the face, I guess, smacked in the nose. Remember when we traded for OG Anunoby? What was his best trait? His ability to cut and move off ball and get easy points by cutting off of Brunson drives, by cutting off of Josh Hart drives. Remember the start of the year? Why was Anunoby averaging like 16, 17, 18 points a game? Constantly cutting off the ball. You know what OG Anunoby's not doing anymore? Constantly cutting off the ball. You know why he's not doing that? Because he's goddamn exhausted. And that just rings true for everybody right now. Sharon McLean, what's up, Sharon? Keith said Bona's a rookie, picked in the second round and he's ruling the paint. Bona's not been good tonight, Keith. I don't know what you're watching, my man. Bona is fouling everybody in the paint. Gigi said, there's no way Tibbs can continue to get away with this. They're hitting the front of the rim, which means they are tired. I can't argue with what anything you guys are saying, man. Tony said game's going to overtime. I hope not. I hope not. David said, no excuse. I always say making millions to play the game we love. There's only so much the human body can take, David. There's only so much. And playing this brand of basketball in 2025, this consistently is just not, this is what you're going to get in game 42. In the middle of the regular season, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get guys exhausted. Right? Not that they're not playing hard. No one said anything about that. They're playing hard. There's only so much your brain and your body is capable of doing night after night like this. Anunoby does knock down both of his free throws. Knicks got to be able to find a way. They got to dig down here tonight and pull it out. Achua comes up with a steal on Bona, bringing it down, almost lost it, picks it up, gets it over to Josh Hart. He almost lost it. He's pulling it back out. Now driving to his left, blows past the defense, throws a floater up. Achua right there for the offensive rebound and putback. Okay, Precious. Josh Hart making things happen. Precious Achua making things happen. Tyrese Maxey has it up top being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his left off a couple of screens. Stopping, turning, spinning, up top. Edwards driving it down over to Bona. Knocked out of his hands. He has it in the paint. Pass fake. Kicks it in the corner. Dowan Jr. right corner three. Comes up short. Josh Hart rips away a rebound. And Josh Hart pushing the other way. Josh Hart gets it over to Brunson. Brunson up top. Coming to his right. They bring two defenders. Inside to Achua. They saw it coming. They kick it out. Josh Hart wide open. Right wing for a three. Comes up short. As if we didn't expect the shot to come up short. Right? Of course the shot's going to come up short. Of course the shot's going to come up short. Lionel Mona said, campaign, Ariel Hug, Porty, Tyler Kolek, they all deserve to play. Campaign deserves to play. Shaman deserves to play. I get why he doesn't go to Hug, Porty, and Kolek, but they deserve opportunities to play. And neither of them have really gotten it. Hug Porty's gotten it. In that Brooklyn game, he was awesome, and then we haven't seen him since. As Paul George misses a pull-up jumper, Brunson driving it down in the paint, kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges in the left corner, being guarded by Dowan. Backing him down, kicks it out to Josh Hart, driving to his right, kicks it back out McBride, a right corner three for Deuce. Oh, he got a nice friendly bounce. He shot it too long, but it bounced up. Got a nice friendly shooter's roll. My man Deucey coming through when we needed him most. My man Deuce. Knicks back up by 7, 96-89, building a little bit of a cushion here. They got to continue to bring it defensively. Mikal Bridges did come in for OG Anunoby a couple plays ago, forgot to mention. He's now guarding Paul George. Swing through to his right, pocket pass to Yabusele. Gets it over to Edwards, catches, pump fakes, driving to his right, spinning to his left, picks his dribble up, puts up a little floater, gets it to go over Brunson. And good defense from Brunson, but it didn't matter. Too small. Brunson bringing it down against Edwards. Brunson spinning, picks his dribble up, gets it over to McBride, swings it over to Bridges, catches, pump fakes, driving to his right, stop, fall away, knocked out of his hands by Maxey, and it's out of bounds. Off of Philly. Ball's going to remain with the Knicks. We're going to get a TV timeout right now. 96-91, 5-point game, 6:25 to go exactly. Asher said, come on, Knicks, you must not lose such a game. Man. I can't believe that we're going to sit here and watch a game in which Tom Thibodeau has a mostly healthy roster. Obviously no Towns, but Sims and Achua take up your center minutes. Fine. Your center minutes are fine. Outside of him, outside of that situation, everyone else being healthy, and Tom Thibodeau is still going to opt for an 8-man rotation. I'm like lost for words. I can't believe that that's happening tonight. Keenar said this team just doesn't have it. Just saying. I think they do have it. I do. I just don't think I think certain players aren't being utilized in the right way. Look, obviously they need a better, deeper bench, but they have capable guys on the bench right now. And the fact, I'm literally astonished that Tom Thibodeau has just removed Landry Shamet from the rotation. I can't believe that that's a thing he's doing right now. There is no defending that. I'm going to keep harping on it because how is that a decision he lands upon right now? Middle of the season, like you should be digging deeper into your bench. You should be looking at Kolek. You should be looking at Hug Porty every now and again and being like, hey, I need you to get out there, give me a good 4-minute stretch here. Just to, one, I want you to get out there, and two, I want you to move and spare this guy a couple minutes. You know, Cleveland can play Sam Merrill, but the Knicks can't play Landry Shamet? I think Shamet's better than Merrill. How does that make sense? DN, what's up, DN? Danny Hurley is the answer, folks. Look, man, Dan Hurley has made himself into a huge name down there in the college scene. He's always been a pretty damn good coach. He's won 2 in a row. And he's talked about in the past about how his dream job is to coach the Knicks one day. I don't know how interested this front office is in moving on from Tom Thibodeau. But they did give him an extension last summer. Bernard Johnson said, Tibbs doesn't trust his other bench guys. I don't care. That's not just, I know, I'm with you. I'm the person who says that all the time. I know who the head coach is. I know he just doesn't trust certain guys. You can't run Anunoby and Bridges and Josh Hart and Brunson into the ground like this. You can't do it. It is January. It is the middle of January. Brunson's going to inbound it. Gets it in the Bridges, cutting under the basket, and it's stolen by Philly. Here comes Dowen Jr. pushing the other way. Full head of steam. He's going to pull it back out. Hand it off to Maxey. Pump fakes. Back to Dowen Jr. Up top. Extra pass. Edwards, a left wing 3 wide open, and he rattles it in. 2-point game. Brunson bringing it down against Edwards. Brunson coming to his right off the Achua screen, dancing with it. Step back, puts up a straightaway 3. Comes up short, because of course he does. Fight for the rebound, knocked over to Paul George. He's pushing it. And McBride comes up and steals the ball from Paul George. Yes, sir, the extra effort from Deuce McBride. The one guy who hasn't played 35 minutes so far tonight brings the effort. Because that's what happens when you don't play a million minutes. Josh Hart down the lane, gets a ready layup to go. Nice drive from Josh Hart. Tyrese Maxey has it up top. Dancing with it. Step back, a long pull-up 2 over Josh Hart. Too long, can't get it to go. Brunson with the rebound. Pushing the other way. Brunson bringing it down against Edwards. Knicks with a 4-point lead, 98-94, 5 minutes to go. Brunson in and out dribble, driving to his left, puts up the floater. Gets it to go. And a timeout for Philly. Knicks with a 6-point cushion right now. Robin Shaw, what's up, Robin? K. Hazy said Maxey's missing because he's tired too. I mean, that shot was just long. It's just a missed pull-up too. How many minutes? What are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? Peter Merritt, what's up, Peter? Tyrese Maxey's played 36 minutes tonight. Josh Hart's played 39. Brunson's played 35. Anunoby played 34. McHale's played 33. Shaw said, I think Tibbs isn't playing Shamet because he's not a two-way player. What? Shaw, what? What do you mean? He's literally, the only thing he does is he's like a 37% three-point shooter throughout his career, and he's a very good defensive player. He's not great. The reason why he moves around teams all the time, but he is the prototypical bench two-way player. That is his thing. That is why he's hanging around the league, because he knocks down threes and he tries really hard defensively. He's literally like, should be the perfect Tom Thibodeau bench player. Not the perfect. I think McBride, outside of height, is the perfect Tom Thibodeau bench player, but there's no reason why Landry Shamet can't come in and spell Josh Hart or Mikal Bridges or OG Anunoby 10 minutes tonight. There's no reason why Campaign should play 7 minutes tonight. There's no reason to go to an 8-man rotation when when Landry Shamet is fully healthy. Mark said, the fact that we haven't seen Shamet is hedge crashing, to say the least. He also didn't play against Detroit. Insane. He's choosing to do an 8-man rotation. Look, earlier in the year, when they were suffering all the injuries, like, okay, like I get it. You go to an 8-man rotation, we got some injuries. I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. There's no reason to go to an 8-man rotation right now. This is insane. This is not viable. Most teams will play 10-man rotations, and then come playoff time, they'll shrink it to 9-man rotations where really only 8 guys get a majority of the minutes. Tom Thibodeau in January, halfway through the regular season, is sticking with an 8-man rotation, purposely, on purpose. Not because of necessity, not because of injury, because he just is an insane person right now? I don't know. Keith, Modeste, what's up, Keith? First to 100. Yeah, it's some old school basketball right here. First to 100. Here we go. We're back into it. Under 5 minutes to go. Knicks with a 6-point lead, 100-94. Maxey, a pull-up deep three over Bridges, comes up short. And there's Max, getting a little tired. Who called it out earlier? A little tired, I think, a little bit there from Maxey, but at least they have an excuse. At least they have an excuse. They're dealing with a ton of injuries right now. Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? Brunson coming to us right after you chew a screen. Over to Bridges, cross-court pass to Anunoby, a left corner three, standing there all by himself, and he can't knock down the open ones. Should be knockdown threes for OG. You know? Maxey has it on the right wing, gets it over to Yabusele, back to Maxey, coming to his right, driving it down against Anunoby, scoop layup with the right hand, gets it to go down. AB said, I think the Knicks are first-round exit, not because they're bad, but because they're going to be tired. We'll see, man. Look, they got a little bit of a break coming up in the schedule here next week, and they're going to have the All-Star break coming up. Hopefully it recharges them, and we'll see if they make a move at some point to help bring in some help. Brunson driving it in on Paul George, can't get the floater to go, and here come the Sixers pushing the other way. Under 4 minutes to go. 4-point game. Maxey, sidestep, straightaway three, knocks it down right between the eyes of a couple of defenders. And here comes Tyrese Maxey. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by George. Coming to his left off of Josh Hart screen. Dancing with it. Against Edwards, dancing with it. Hesitation move. Pull-up jumper. Knocks it down. Tough shot from Brunson. To be expected from our captain, Jalen Brunson, but stressing this one out, sweating this one out. Brunson up to 28 points now. Maxey handed off to George, over to Yabusele. Yabusele handed off to Maxey, coming to his right. Achua trying to stick with him, gets it over to Edwards, a straightaway three. Edwards knocks it down. Tough shot from Edwards. Just like me, I'm sure you guys don't even know who this kid Justin Edwards is. But here he is hitting big shots in the fourth quarter for Philly because his coach put confidence into him to be able to do that. Brunson dancing with it, has it up top, gets it over to Josh Hart, driving to his left, into paint, stops, pump fake. Should be a travel, and they do end up calling the travel. And Josh Hart saying he traveled because he got pushed, but tied at 102, and ball going back to Philly with 2:40 to go. Maxey bringing it down, being guarded by Bridges. Hands it off to Edwards. Gets it over to Yabusele. Yabusele being guarded by Achua. Hands it off to Maxey. Maxey coming to his left off the screen. Steps back, left wing three. Achua, nice contest. Too long, can't get it to go. Yabusele with the offensive rebound. Josh Hart comes in, and it's going to be a jump ball. Jump ball between Yabusele and Josh Hart. Josh Hart with the extra effort to attack the glass there after Yabusele had clearly corralled that offensive rebound. No one quits on a play like Josh Hart. AB said, we're going to lose to Scrubs. I've heard Mikal Bridges' name. I haven't heard Mikal Bridges' name in a while. You haven't heard a lot of people's names in a while. Everyone's just kind of standing around overall. Not a whole lot going on. Guys look exhausted. The only guys out there really doing anything is Brunson and Josh Hart because they're just running a two-man action right now because it's all they really got going. Philly wins the tip. Josh Hart ends up getting with it. He's going to go all the way and throw it down with two hands because Josh Hart, he never runs out of energy. So I get playing Josh Hart 40 minutes a night because I don't know where he keeps his reserve of energy, but he is a freak of nature in that way. Everyone else, they look exhausted out there. Paul George being guarded by Anunoby up top. Coming to his left off the Yabusele screen. Pocket pass to Yabusele. Got away from him. He's able to corral it. Has it up top. Hands it off to Maxey. Coming to his right. Achua switches onto him. He's attacking. Goes up. Gets blocked by Precious. And tries to save it in bounds. Ball knocked loose. Anunoby comes up with it. Here comes Brunson. They're pushing it the other way. Brunson driving to his left. Stops. Pulls it back out. Maxey does a good job recovering, and Brunson's going to slow things down. And I forgot to restart the timer, but it's 1:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. 104-102. Knicks with a 2-point lead. Josh driving to his left in the paint. Stops, turns, spins, gets caught in the air, kicks it out. Anunoby right corner three, the big one, and he knocks it down. And I'm over here tripping over the rug again. OG, baby, OG. When we needed you most. When we needed you most. Gigi said, do you see all the ISO plays? Listen, man, end of the game, I want the ball in Brunson's hand. End of the game, I want the ball in Brunson's hands. 10 times out of 10. And I'm living and dying with the result. It's like y'all don't understand what it's like to have a superstar. You know what every offense devolves into at the end of the games? Put the ball in your best player's hands and tell them to make a play. Keenan Harris said, JB doing it because the Graham needs it. Melly doing it because he was selfish and jealous. Brunson's doing it because that's their offense. And I'm not putting the ball in Anunoby's hands. He's going to get stripped. Not putting the ball in Bridges' hands right now. Involve him in the play. Run a Spain pick and roll. Run some off-ball movement. But these guys aren't even moving off ball. Guys aren't even moving off ball. AB said Mark Jackson was supposed to work with the Knicks this year and he got fired before the season started. Yeah, because he's a weirdo. Because nobody likes being around Mark Jackson. Just call a spade a spade. He's a weirdo. Maxey attacking off the bounce, loses the handle, picks it back up, is caught under the basket by himself, able to save it out to Paul George, being guarded by Anunoby, swings through, goes along the baseline, reverse layup, blows the layup, Mikal Bridges secures the rebound, and that should be the final nail in the coffin. Brunson's going to bring it down 107-102. It should be. It's only a 5-point game. Knicks get one more basket here. Here we go. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Oubre. Coming to his left, they bring two, gets it over to Josh Hart. Driving it down, stops, inside pass to Achua, ball knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Precious Achua. 54 seconds to go. Game not over yet. Maxey bringing it down. Hands it off to George. George driving to his left, the pull-up foul line jumper over Bridges. Too long, can't get it to go. Long rebound over to Oubre, and they call a loose ball foul on the Knicks. AB said he had beef with one of the coaches on the staff in the past. Yeah, because he's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. Maxey's got to inbound it. They get it into Yabusele. Hands it back to Maxey. Maxey being guarded by Anunoby. Quick crossover to his left, driving it down, stops, turns, pivots, puts it up, falling away. They call the foul on OG, and Maxey gets it to go down. One of the worst case scenarios to happen there. I was listening to Clyde Frazier, and he said, he was talking about it, and he was like, OG, you did your job. Why foul there? And then they showed him the replay, and he was like, wait, where was the foul? What? Where was the foul there? Maxey knocks down his and one free throw. .36 seconds to go. They get it into Brunson. He's going to bring it down. 30 seconds to go. Brunson has it up top. Knicks up by 2. He's going to wind down the clock. Being guarded by Paul George. Coming to his right off of Josh Hart's screen. Blows past Edwards. Driving it down. He's in the paint. Leans in. Knocks down the floater. And he's looking for a foul he doesn't get. Here comes Maxey pushing the other way. Get back on defense, y'all. Maxey pushing. Runs right into Brunson. And they call a blocking foul on Brunson. And it's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. Wigan at Bernie's, we won. Looks like the Knicks are going to be able to escape to it, but the game's not over yet. Game's not over yet. Mark, no whistle for JB. Yeah. Maxey at the foul line. Knocks down the first one. Keenar said, why do they keep calling phantom fouls on us? I don't know, man. I don't know. And Maxey knocks down both of his free throws. It is a 2-point game with 13.8 exactly to go on the clock. Keith Kendrick said that foul call was awful. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. If I was Tom Thibodeau, I would have considered using my challenge there, although I don't I don't know what their timeout situation is like. Maybe he didn't want to use the timeout there. Yeah, they only have 1 timeout remaining, so if he used it there and they lost, they wouldn't have a timeout here. Could used it here at the end. Thibodeau with the timeout to advance the ball. Maryland Tinsley, what's up, Maryland? Ken Harris said the refs have Philly plus point. Charlie said Rando and Devo and the T-Wolves. What did my man Charlie say? Rando, Devo, and the T-Wolves will try to take the revenge on us next game. For sure. For sure. Dante DiVincenzo has been playing spectacular basketball as of late. If you guys haven't tuned into any Timberwolves games lately, DiVincenzo has moved into the starting lineup, and he has been fantastic as of late. He's been great. Not even good. He's been great lately. Like, reminiscent of Knicks basketball. Mikal Bridges has to inbound it. Gets it into Brunson. Brunson along the baseline. Gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. 11.9 to go. Brunson at the foul line for 2 free throws. Oops. And then Maxey steals it, poked away, and Philly has the ball, and they call a timeout. Because of course. Because of course. Because of course. I'm just so, like, I feel defeated. I'm so low energy. Because of course. Because of course this is what's going to happen with the team right now. Jay, what's up, Jay? J83. This game should not be this close. No, it should not. No, it should not. So, Knicks up by 2. No threes allowed with 7 seconds to go. No and ones allowed with 7 seconds to go. Relic said exhaustion is an excuse, but it should have been one either. But it shouldn't have been one either. Sure. Kinar said this is ridiculous. Yeah. 109, 107, 7 seconds to go. Knicks just have to play defense on this final possession, and they should be able to pull it up. Oubre is going to inbound it. They get it into the backcourt to Maxey. Maxey, full head of steam, attacking Achua, driving it down, scoop layup. And it's a goaltend. It is a goaltend by Precious Achua. Tied at 109. It looks like we're going to go into overtime. Unless the Knicks can make a miracle with 2.2 to go here. But they don't have any timeouts remaining. And the refs are going to review it just to make sure it was a goaltend, but it was indeed for sure a goaltend. Knicks catch a little bit of a break with the refs having to go to the monitors to check it. Tom Thibodeau essentially gets a free timeout here. They will have to inbound it under their own basket and go the full length of the court in these 2 seconds, but Mark said, I can't do overtime with this crap. Me either, man. Me either, Mark. This is very upsetting. This is a very upsetting game. This is a very upsetting game. To be honest, I'm almost at the point where I'm like, go ahead, lose the game. Lose the game so we get to have these uncomfortable Tom Thibodeau discussions, because this is getting real bad. Keith Kendrick, we're not winning this game. Tied at 109. They put 1 more second left on the clock, 3.2. Justice's dad said, Tibbs go nowhere, though. I mean, look, man, that pressure gets a little different once you become a championship contending team. Those expectations and that pressure hits a little different. I don't think he's going anywhere either, don't get me wrong. And they'll never fire Tom Thibodeau. They'll give him a promotion into the front office, and they won't do it in the middle of the season. So we're stuck the whole season with Tom Thibodeau, but this is getting rough out here. This is getting real rough. .2 to go. Oh, the Knicks do get to advance it. 3.2 to go. Knicks come out with their 5 starters. Precious Achua in for Sims. They get it into Anunoby. Crosses over to his left. Step back. Puts it up over George at the buzzer. Comes up short. Overtime. Overtime. Ridify says, Truth sinks math. This is a great time to go around the league. Great time to go around the league. Going into overtime. The faded 5th quarter. I'm just going to let the timer run. Hopefully we catch up at some point. It don't even matter. Dean said, step in, Dolan? Absolutely not. Keep Dolan far away from this franchise. Just write the checks, Dolan. Just write the checks. Absolutely not. Let's go around the league. Go around the league. Hey, look, as bad as it is, at least we're not losing to the 9-31 Raptors like the Celtics are. Oh, man, Knicks. Hawks are beating the Bulls. Magic are getting absolutely trounced by the Bucks. Down by 26. Paolo, he came back, but now nobody else is doing anything. Tristan Da Silva, zeros across the board. Cool. Middle of the season, seems like everybody's going through a little bit of a slump right now. Adams Yankees Scouts, what's up, Adam? Fire Tibbs. They're not going to fire Tibbs. For sure not going to fire Tibbs. Pelicans playing the Mavs. 2-point game. No Zion, though. Grizzlies playing the Spurs. Wemby with 7 points, 9 boards, 8 blocks. God damn, Wemby. Rockets just tipping off against the Nugs. Same with Hornets, Jazz. Warriors, Timberwolves are the late game. Heat, Lakers are the late game. All right, here we go. Keith Kendrick said, against Detroit, we couldn't stop Kate tonight. We can't stop Maxey. They've done a decent job on Maxey, no? What was Maxey doing? Maxey right now, 31 points, 12 for 29. Like, they're doing a good job on Maxey. He's shooting like 40% from the field, 30 to get 31 points. He took 29 shots. Like, that's pretty good defense. He's just a damn good player. Knicks bringing it down. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Paul George. Coming to his left, now spinning back to his right. Brunson driving to his right, pulls it back, dancing with it, now coming to his left. Kicks it in the corner to Anunoby, attacking along the baseline, goes up and he throws it down with 2 hands. Thank you, OG. Maxey bringing it down. Hands it off to Anunoby. Gets it over to Yabusele, being guarded by Achua. Hands it off to Maxey. And Bridges gets his hand in there, knocks it off of Maxey, and he kicks it out of bounds. Ball going back to the Knicks. Knicks scored the first basket at overtime. 111-109. Brunson bringing it down. MBM's an embarrassing showing. You pull out the win. No one's going to remember this game, but Brunson a pull-up 3 off the screen. Oh, JB, thank you, brother. Thank you. Just bring us home, JB. Just bring us home, man. We just want to go home, JB. JB, we just want to go home. Just send us home with the win, JB. Come on, man. Tyrese Maxey has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Hands it off to Edwards. Gets it over to Yabusele. Hands it off to Maxey. Coming to is right off the screen. Achua switches on to him. Maxey's looking to dance. Has it up top. Driving, spinning, in the paint. Scoop layup with the right hand. Misses it. Fight for the rebound. Josh Hart rips it down because, of course, he does. If there's a rebound available, and I closed my eyes and you said the Knicks got the rebound, but it was a scramble, I would have, okay, so Josh Hart got the rebound. That's what you mean. That's what you mean. Josh Hart has it up top. Gets it over to Achua. Hands it off to Hart. Hart over to Brunson. Brunson on the right wing, being guarded by Paul George. Dancing with it. Steps back, puts up another 3, gets fouled. Almost got the 3 to go down, but he gets fouled by Paul George going back to the foul line. This time for 3 free throws. Kay Hazy said, I don't even know how to feel about this. A win is a win, and I'm going to feel good that the Knicks picked up a win tonight, but we know there's a ton of issues that have come out here tonight. And not come out here tonight, that's not, they've been around for a while, we've noticed them, we've seen them pretty much since the start of the year, but man, Brunson knocks down his first free throw. Jay said, don't jinx us. Still a lot of time left. 3:17 to go. Brunson up to 34 points. Knocks down the second one. He's up to 35. This next one can put him at 36. AB said, I don't know how Leon Rose is going to fix this. I don't think it needs fixing. I think the team is perfectly fine. There's a couple of things that need to be adjusted, is the word I'm going to go with. Minutes and rotations need to be adjusted. I don't know how you adjust that. He's got to have a sit-down conversation with Tom Thibodeau. I don't think he's going to have that. But, man. Brunson knocks down all 3 of his free throws. And then the only thing he could really do is make a little small trade, try to pick up one more rotation guy that hopefully Tom Thibodeau would trust. But this is a Tom Thibodeau and a players thing. That's what it is. It's not a roster construction thing. It's not a front office thing. This is a championship contending team. This team can win basketball games. But Tom Thibodeau is not having a very good coaching year at all. He's not. I thought he had a very good coaching year last year. I don't think he's having a very good coaching year this year at all. Just like players, you could have an up and down season. You could have an up season, you could have a down season. Tom Thibodeau is not having a very good season this year at all. Achua gets the chase down block that he wanted in regulation on Tyrese Maxey. Smacked that thing along the backboard. My goodness, as Philly remains scoreless here in the overtime period. Knicks with an 8-point lead. Scored all 8 points in the overtime so far. Brunson gets stripped in the backcourt by Oubre, and Oubre is going to go down and give Philly their first 2 points of the overtime period. 2:30 to go here. Bird advice said we're going to trade Tibbs for David Roddy Piper Pizza. Come on, dog. James Cockfair said, what's up with the clock? I just didn't want to adjust the timer for the overtime period. So I'm just going to let it run until it eventually catches up. 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Brunson gets fouled going to the basket. He's going back to the foul line for 2 free throws. Mark said, I'm sick of listening to Doris Burke. You don't have MSG, Mark? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. If I have the option of putting MSG on versus the ESPN broadcast or the TNT broadcast, best believe 10 times out of 10 I'm going to MSG. James Cockfair said Tibbs is fine. Nah, man. Nah. There's no way in game 42 of the NBA season that you do this with your rotation, my man. Tell me how this makes sense to you. How does this make sense to you? 8-man rotation, campaign doesn't play in the second half, so you run a 7-man rotation in the second half? That's good coaching? That's good coaching to you? Everybody in the starting lineup outside of Jericho Sims has played well into the mid-40s? That's good coaching? Landry Shamet, fully healthy, can't get into the game, my man? That's bad coaching. That's awful coaching. I've defended Tom Thibodeau for a long time. There is no defending that. Yabusele knocks down a pick and pop 3 after Brunson didn't knock down both of his free throws. 119, 114. Under 2 to go. James said, doesn't anyone remember the last 2 decades in Leon trust? I trust Leon too. I'm disappointed with the team right now. I don't have to be fake happy about where this team is right now. Precious Achua with a wild scoop layup around Tyrese Maxey. My goodness. Precious. Knicks still up by 7, 121, 114. Paul George dancing with it, kicks it out. Yabusele, another 3, comes up short. Josh Hart with the rebound, and that should be the nail in the coffin. Anunoby gets it out to Brunson. Brunson up top. Bring a double team. Inside to Achua. Driving to his right. Going down. Leaves it off. Anunoby in a 2-handed dunk. And that should be the nail in the coffin. Knicks are going to be able to sneak away here tonight with the win. Made it a lot more difficult than it needed to be. 9-point lead with a minute to go here in overtime. No Karl Anthony Towns tonight. But man. Mark said Precious with the overtime MVP award. Yeah, Precious has been solid here in the overtime. I've been hard on Precious this season, but he was very solid here in the overtime. The end said Tibbs reached the ceiling, time to move on. We'll see. We'll see. Angel Arzwaga? What's up, Angel? Tibbs is trash. Dude's playing 7 players. I bet you we would have been doing better with Mike Woodson. I've been saying it. We won't have Cat or OG come playoffs. I get where your frustrations are coming from, my man. I get it. You've heard me lambast Tom Thibodeau all night long. I think he's had a horrible coaching night tonight. You know, I'm trusting he's got 2 eyes and a brain, and he knows the things he's got to change, and hopefully he slowly makes those adjustments, or maybe quickly makes those adjustments. But this is a rough game. This is a rough game to be positive about Tom Thibodeau, man. Josh Hart comes up with a steal on Yabusele, and that should end it. He's coming down, throws a lob to Bridges. And that should be the exclamation point here tonight. The dagger, the final nail in the coffin. Maxey pocket pass to Yabusele over to Paul George. A step back 3 over Anunoby. Splashes it. 50 seconds to go. Brunson bringing it down, being the pressure. Now he has it back up top being guarded by Maxey. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock, 36 seconds to go in the game. Brunson driving it down, Euro stepping down the lane, he gets stripped. Maxey's going to go all the way down and get a layup. They get it back to Brunson. Get it out of Brunson's hands. They show 2, get it over to Bridges. There we go. Get it across the timeline. Bridges has it, gets it over to Josh Hart. Driving to his right. Hands it off to Brunson. They bring 2. Get it out of Brunson's hands. Inside pass to Anunoby. Anunoby inside to Achua. Kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. Brunson up top to Josh Hart, and that's going to close it out. Kay Hazy said, when Michaela's on, he's so fun to watch. He is. He is. Sam Cooper, what's up, Sam? You're absolutely right. Playing too many minutes also increases the injury frequency. Yes, injuries happen no matter what, but more frequently with fatigue, statistically undeniable. True. True. Keenan Hart said Brunson with 38, but Joshy Poo with the triple-double. My man, Joshy Poo. My man, Josh. Man. This is one of the worst feeling wins we've had in a long time. This is one of the worst feelings. Listen, a win is a win. Cool. We got the dub. You move on. I'll be happy about the win. But you can't help but deny the fact that it feels icky. Feels gross. You know? Feels like they're escaping with a win rather than like having fun out there and being like, cool, yeah, we won tonight. Like, yeah, it was against the beaten up Philly team that's not good this year, but man, I can't believe that they didn't make me feel good about this game. I'm sorry I've been so down in the dumps lately. It must be difficult to listen to, but you know, I don't fake the way I feel. If you guys ever think like, he's hamming it up, he's overly excited for this, like, nah, it's just kind of how I am. But you know, like this is honestly how I feel. Honestly how I feel. I feel like, this is a gross win. I'm happy they won, but man, feel gross about it. Before the game is over, let's go around the league real quick. Sam Cooper said, and of course, we are not developing our young players. They are developing. You don't have to play them in the regular season to develop them. Do I think they should play? Maybe Hukporty, maybe Kolek deserves some minutes every now and again, but they are developing for sure. 125-119 is our final score. Bridges tonight with 23 points. Anunoby with 17. Brunson with 38 and 4. Needed all 38 of them as well. Josh Hart with 10 points, 17 big old rebounds because he's a maniac. 12 assists, 4 steals. An insane game from Josh Hart tonight. Insane game from Josh Hart. Achua with 10 points off the bench, 6 boards, an assist, a steal, 3 blocks. One of his better games this season. His overtime was fantastic. Cool. Awesome. McBride with 13 off the bench. I thought he was solid. I can't believe Cam Payne didn't play at all in the second half. And I can't believe Landry Shamet didn't play at all tonight. I don't really want anything. I don't want to say anything else about that. Let's go around the league. And the Raptors killed the Celtics by 14. Celtics suck. Look, we could take solace in the fact that Boston is slipping, man. They are slipping. I think they're 4-6 in their last 10 games. After this loss goes through, they're going to be 4-6 in their last 10 games. 16 for Tatum. He had a bad night. Porzingis with 18. He did his thing. He hit 4 or 5 threes. Holiday had an off night with 12, 0 for 3 from three-point range. Derek White was terrible, 1 for 7 for 6 points. Jaylen Brown, 4 for 16 from the field, 10 points. They didn't get much off the bench. 20 from Pritchard. 20 from Pritchard. They only got 94 points. Ooh. From three-point range, they were 15 to 45. Barnes, I mean, everyone just played well. No Quickly. Notable, I guess. But, hey, look, I guess we could take solace in the fact that the Knicks won and the Celtics lost. Cool, fun, awesome, incredible. And I think the Magic were also losing, getting lambasted by the Bucks as well. So, yeah, they're still getting smacked up by the Bucks. 24-point lead. Other Eastern Conference games don't matter to us, really. What about the Hawks? Hawks are rising up in the standings, aren't they? Yeah. Close game against the Bulls. Come on, Bulls, pull that one out. Would be nice. Would be nice to see the Hawks lose as well. Got a game against Atlanta coming up soon. But if we go to the standings, Knicks improve to 27-15. Celtics will fall to 28-12. Knicks pick up a full game on them. Now 2 games behind them. Cool. Cool. Patrick said not only the Shamet didn't play, but in an overtime game, Payne played only 7 minutes. That's what I'm saying. Patrick is what I'm saying. When I went over the box score, there's no way to defend this. Like, try to come up with a reason, guys. Like, even if you don't believe it, try to come up with a reason to justify not playing Shamet at all tonight and not playing Cam Payne in the second half at all. 7 minutes for Cam Payne doesn't make sense. He had 7 minutes first half points. He had 7 first half minutes. Didn't play at all in the second half. Brunson played the entirety of the second half on his way to 45 minutes. Josh Hart on his way to 49 minutes. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me. Sorry, Love said, Boucher gets almost $20 million a year. Can we afford him? We cannot. We cannot afford Boucher. If we combined Mitch Robinson and Precious Achiuwa, then you can afford Boucher. But I'm not trading Robinson for Chris Boucher. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it'll work, Sorry, Love. Mitch Robinson at like $14 million a year, $15 million a year, something like that, is our biggest tradable contract. Outside of that, everyone is making like $6 million or less. But that's going to be it, y'all. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Keenar said league minutes, McHale's number 1, OG's number 3, Hart's number 4, and Brunson's number 6. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Not a whole lot that can be defended with that. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me here tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We didn't pick a game out for tomorrow, but I'll pick something. I'll pick the best basketball game tomorrow night. I think one of my strategies right now is to just, who's the hottest teams in the league, and that's the teams we're going to watch. Pacers playing the Pistons. That should be a good game. I like the Pistons. Cavs playing the Thunder. Actually, we'll watch Cavs Thunder tomorrow. There we go. Watching Cavs Thunder tomorrow should be another great game, right? Cavs playing the Thunder again. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Cavs Thunder. That's the game we're watching. That is the game of the night. Cool. I'll see you guys then. Appreciate you guys. Charlie, we're watching Cavs Thunder tomorrow. It is. I didn't realize they were going to be playing again tomorrow. I didn't realize they played so soon again. So cool. We'll watch that game. Should be another fantastic game. The 2 best teams in the league. facing off, two of the hottest teams in the league. Thunder are going to be looking for their revenge after the Cavs beat their win streak. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for a Cavs Thunder. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, y'all. I know not a great game. Not a great game tonight. At least they got the win. We'll keep it moving. Hopefully they get some rest, they get healthier, and they'll play better, and Tom Thibodeau will coach better. That's all I got. That's all I got. Remember, get a good night's sleep. Brush your teeth. Eat healthy. Stay hydrated. Drink your water. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I won't see you guys Friday. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm out, y'all. Peace. Good night. Bye.